Anyways.
Ignore that. Ignore that. You didn't hear a thing.
You heard nothing.
Luckily. Well, now I'm recording and I got that.
No.
You're recording?
Fucking has been hotel audio.
Yep.
Yep.
Timing.
I, Jordan Peterson, declare this as a certified bra moment.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Here we go again.
Why the fuck do they have a bottle of ketchup in their office?
Why wouldn't they?
No.
There is gummies, vitamin gummies, a tube of M&Ms, and a bottle of ketchup.
Yeah, how you gonna dip your tendons?
No.
The nut button.
No.
Everyone
Nut.
loves that.
Womp womp. Hi. Can I help you?
No.
Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. I like how he specifically asked if we were bowling today.
Yeah, I said that. Yeah.
What happened? Did he die? Cassie, did you eat him? Did you kill him?
Hit my car.
Fine.
He
Yeah,
got
I
hit
really
by a
hope we
car.
didn't. That would suck.
But it would explain a lot.
Explain Pyramid Head.
We both. Yes.
Yes.
He was Pyramid Head the entire time. That's why we only entered this place when he was with us.
Ah, he wishes.
Y'all ballin'.
Yawling, bawling.
Okay, you missed his really overly complicated character. Oh, it was funny.
I heard things.
His face is probably in soup now, though. Also, the character as well.
Okay, and whenever it comes to some of the items, as in one of the items, the letter from Mary that you all have, I have edited it to say what the letter says.
Yippee!
Yeah.
Be ballin'.
Yes.
I love how pointless it is to click those images.
Yeah, don't. They're
So
there
I fucking
for
hate
general
people
context.
make pictures on Discord and they just don't resize them or get a bigger size. So
Well, no, that's the size.
I know, I'm aware. It's an old game.
Yeah.
The amount of times I see it and I'm just like clicking, I'm like, bro, what the fuck is the point of this picture? I can't see shit. I click and nothing happens. Ugh.
At least there's pictures.
Yeah. Well, Rin, you might be sad to know, but I think my Saturday game's dead now.
Oh.
Very well.
Is that the one that's stupid yet wacky?
One that's hot garbage, yeah.
Yeah, stupid yet wacky, yeah.
Like one of the other players is like trying to do a poison build, and just like, yeah, you got poison. Doesn't say what it is, what it does, how much you got.
As in, you got poison or you got poisoned?
As in, he's looking for like poison things, like poison plants and stuff, and he's just like, yeah, there's none around really. You get like this one type that makes people shit themselves, and that's all he can find apparently. And we're in Faerun, like the official Faerun.
Gotta love it.
Yeah. And now he's just not feeling it because one of the players was like, "Yeah, I'm not really vibing with this group, so I'm just gonna leave."
Oh.
It's kind of fun. His brother stayed, which is even funnier, to be honest. Just
Honest,
two
my current
siblings joined, but one of them left, and it's kind of funny.
current Wednesday game, I not vibing with, but I'll stay in for at least another game or two.
You'll get the
No.
fun skills, you know.
It's more just I wanna. It might get better since we're no longer in the beginning story section where it's kind of just a bit more railroady than anything. And we'll see if it gets better or worse from here. And if it gets worse, then I'm fine.
Also, I was like trying to we had like a mission to do deal with some goblins. I was trying to do like the diplomatic route. None of us could speak goblin, so I tried to do other things. And we basically just got railroaded into just murdering goblins. It was fun.
Ooh.
And then once we killed them, hobgoblins came out, or whatever they're called. I think they're hobgoblins. Oh, the ones that can speak common. I know that. So like
Goblins.
yeah, and
The
apparently
strong
they were just chilling in there the entire time and just waiting for all their like guards to die for some reason, ignoring any common ones that would have been spoken. So you know that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like we literally destroyed like 2 of the guard towers. Also, I missed a guard tower with like 13 to hit. I'm like,
Well, probably less miss and more just didn't. Oh, damn.
come on.
I think Stone does have like an AC.
There would.
Oh.
Literally just cobbled together towers. These are goblins.
You never know.
Using a fucking maul.
That one was just more sturdy than the others.
So dumb.
Alright. Take a sip of my mango lemonade and Alright. What's here, right? Just need to double check that. Nope. Alright, everyone's dead. Alright, yeah, I guess so.
Monkey?
Huh?
Oh. Let's see, Frey's here, right? You here? You playing with the dog still?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Last time. The misadventures of you all.
Like the monster mash.
One of the party was semi-depressed and went to bed early. Being you, Gabe, because your character was kind of depresso espresso about not being able to save, what's his name?
That
The
guy.
aliens.
Jeff.
Maybe?
That guy. Yeah, it's really depressing.
But you went to bed early. Everyone just kind of sat around. Learned that there's going to be a new person coming in by the morn. And so everyone kind of just went to bed. Waking up, found the new person. And talked to them for a little bit, learning that they are a Lunomancy wizard. Prioritizing and timey, less prioritizing kind of timey stuff. They do timey stuff every little bit. But they were trapped in a time vault, pretty much, in chronostasis, for a very long time. And turns out, they woke up like a year ago. Oh.
Whoa.
They're just kind of wandering and got put with y'all since they wanted to join the Adventurers Guild. From there, you all got report of a new dungeon that had opened up. on a well-known trail, hiking trail. So very much is new. And you all first went shopping, and then got to the hiking trail. Down the dungeon entrance was a vault door turned sideways and in the ground. So after a little bit, you were able to pop it open. Found a ladder heading down, which was very deep. And you all started to go down. Then the ladder just slowly sank in, to the point to where it just disappeared, and you all fell to your demise, only to open your eyes in a not so pleasant bathroom. And that's pretty much it. As you stepped outside, you found yourselves in just the wilderness, or less wilderness and more just an overlook on a nice view, to be honest, though it's a little bit too foggy.
Question is, game? Do you play video games? As Astro?
Yeah, do you happen to play video games?
And since Astro is here, just now kind of getting out of the funk, Astro can roll me a history check. See if he has played Silent Hill 2.
Turns out he played Silent Hill Downpour.
Okay.
Yeah, he played Silent Hill Downpour, and also remembers nothing of it.
Yeah.
I only say Downpour because that's the one I played.
I only know of PT.
Actually, that one makes a little bit more sense. Yeah, you played PT. Literally nothing to do with Silent Hill.
The only related game. And it isn't related in the slightest.
So he's like, I don't even know Pyramid Head's in Downpour. I never got that far.
Normally, I don't think they are. To be honest, I don't know. It'd be kind of weird if they were, because some of the monsters kind of reflect main characters' traumas and shit.
Well, apparently in Downpour he makes a cameo for as a surprise ending. I never even got to. I've never got to the ending.
Okay,
I never
that
finished.
No, I got I got scared and confused and lost on an area that's like it just got a lot of creatures everywhere, and I didn't know where I was supposed to be going.
That makes sense.
Brent, is Pyramid Head a real person?
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by real person?
A real being.
Is he a real boy?
Technically, yeah.
Okay, good to know. Good.
Why? Like, well, what's the general interest that got you going here?
I'm just trying to figure out, are we going to be hard locked to game mechanics?
Since your character has played and you rolled a net 20, you do know Pyramid Head, you do fight a few of them in the game.
So there's more than one. Okay.
Yeah, there's a few.
Okay.
There's a good few.
I'm just thinking, can we just like speed run, just murder Pyramid Head at the start? Just be like,
you know that since you did get the nat 20, you know there was a process, and it's annoying.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my. Does my phone work?
You do not have signal. No.
Fuck. Can I roll on the luck to see if I still have the guide on my phone?
The Silent Hill guide.
Because I don't delete apps.
I will say no.
But I don't delete apps. Why would I delete apps?
One, Silent Hill 2, it would be very old, so it would probably either be on an old phone or you'd have the physical copy, which you don't have on you.
I might have it on my phone.
No. I am sorry. This time I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna hard lock that one. No.
Anyway, is it a 1?
You can't cheat.
If only.
So close.
I'll say this: you were able to discover that you don't have a flashlight anymore either.
Not even on your phone. God damn.
So I don't have any flashlights. I've got torches.
Do you want me to put sausage and bacon?
Slap.
I've actually got lanterns.
Lantern. Yeah, you would know. You would see like they work. And also, if you do try the flashlight on your phone, it kind of flickers and dies. So, phone doesn't, but the flashlight does.
I'm gonna have to get this service.
Fucking Verizon. I go to AT&T.
Yeah, I feel like I could go to the phone the person who made the phone. Not okay. Anyway.
Oh, it's wrong. I'm like Android. I'm gonna get another Android because who gets Apple?
Companies.
Wrong. But yeah, where we're going to open is you all exiting the restroom of the onlook.
And I say, fuck.
What the fuck happened?
Oh, we're in Resident Evil 2.
What?
Resident Evil 2?
Do you guys play games? Video games?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you remember the Resident Evil franchise at all? Silent Hill franchise?
I've heard of it.
Basically the same, let's be honest.
They're not.
Oh, he finally wakes up.
As we start the game, you fucker.
His silence. He's thinking of what to say. Or plugging in his mic.
No, my mic. I have a detachable microphone. I took it off.
I knew it. I knew it.
No, okay, here's what happened. I was literally fucking sitting there waiting to get pinged, and Discord just didn't. It decided, nah, no sounds.
Why are you waiting for a ping?
Notifications. Because I didn't get a ping, and there were no announcements. Anyway,
join at the time. What are you talking about?
No.
Have alarms on your phone and just join when the alarm goes.
You don't even have to join at the time. You could just look to see if people are in here.
I want us to ping you.
That, and also I was making.
What?
I'm hungry.
Okay.
Because it's fucking 12 o'clock.
It's fine. We'll have a ramen break later. It's fine.
Fuck you. I don't have any. I'm out.
Well,
that's a you problem. It's like we're having a ramen break.
I'll throw a pack of one of my nasty sets of ramen after you. I think it's creamy chicken.
Ew.
Ew.
That sounds disgusting.
Ew.
Yeah.
What is wrong with
you? Bro.
There you go. You think I want it? No, it's Brandon's.
Oh,
Makes
also,
me,
of course it's Brandon's.
Makes me feel gross just listening to that.
Yeah. He doesn't like creamy ramen, you know?
Yum yum in the tum tum.
So we doing the things?
So pretty much what happened.
We were doing the things.
A little bit that you missed.
You missed nothing.
We did the recap.
Straight up nothing.
We did the recap. We walked out the bathroom. Ace said,
I
"Well,
fun.
fuck."
And I said, do you guys know what Resident Evil is? It's like that, but not that.
Silent Hill.
Silent Hill.
It's like that. Get a gun. Well, I don't remember there being a gun in Silent Hill.
Yeah, there's guns. There's guns in Silent Hill.
Guns in all of them. They're the same game.
Oh.
One's more spooky. That's the only real difference.
That's true. Silent Hill is way better than Resident Evil.
Yeah, they're basically the same way.
Resident Evil dropped the pretext of a horror game a long time ago.
It's got monsters in it.
Game. It's an action game.
It's got monsters in it, so that's the horror.
Resident Evil
Well, no,
7
no.
was pretty scary.
Also jump scares,
It's an
we're
action game
getting
that
off
has
topic.
scares.
Ah!
What? We're getting off topic? That never happens.
Come on,
Wait.
let's go.
But yeah, back to the game.
It is a
And
Resident Evil.
Hey, you guys heard of that?
Why are the hills silent?
I don't know. I didn't.
Because there's nobody there.
But there's many people. There's a village here. Oh, if we go to that village, I think that's a bad thing.
Wait, you know where we are? Have you
Yeah,
been here?
It's a game. Like a
I'm
video
so
game.
we're in the game world.
We're in a video game.
Yeah.
Huh.
I knew I should have played Silent Hill.
Silent Hill 2 as well, so very different.
My dad didn't let me because he was too scared. He said, "How do you know, Dad?" I said, "Well, I read the back of the case."
What?
Nothing.
Yes, is everyone else missing their weapons?
No, mine's right. Shit.
Yeah, you didn't check before you said that, did you? You should have checked first. That's what you-
Do I have my loot?
No, mine's right here.
Uh,
Try to pull his gun.
It's
pulls,
my
like,
loot's not a
no
weapon,
gun
you know,
in
it's an
a holder.
instrument.
you do have your loot.
Oh yeah.
You don't have a
Double
ring.
checking.
Or my fiddle or whatever the fuck.
I have, right, Ren?
You have what?
I have the staff, right, Ren?
Yes, you do have your
You
arcane
have
focus.
foci.
Okay.
Those of
Okay.
you that have arcane focuses, you have them.
The real question is, I cast minor illusion.
Yes, I still have the tattoo on my chest. Yeah.
You do. What's the minor illusion?
It looks like a dick.
You summon a dick.
Okay, just want to make sure.
What kind of dick?
Stop
big
motion.
black
Moby
dick.
huge.
Top motion.
Dildo. That's not a dick. Those are different things.
Same thing.
It's not.
Black stop motion.
Really
dick.
not. But yeah, this is going to be really annoying. So everyone's prepared for that. It's going to take a very long time. Probably a lot of back and forth. I miss a lot.
Lead the way, I suppose.
I should have. I don't think you could do this in the game. I'm trying to see if it will work. So I'm going to try and break the car window in.
Yeah, you walk over to the car window and smash it in.
It summons every creature in its
Just pretty much like, that's my car. Okay, so we can do things out of game mechanics. That's good. You couldn't do that in the game.
I could have just opened it.
I was testing. You can normally open things. Oh,
Well,
oh yeah, you don't know games. Games are things that people have made. Usually you can.
No. Oh,
things.
games existed when
Right, but video games? I feel like you didn't have video games. Not really the same.
I know what a video is, but how can you have a? Is it like when you?
It's like a video, but you decide what the character does.
It's interactive.
Yeah. And normally in the video game, you couldn't break things unless they were like scripted to be broken.
That's very dumb.
But it's limitations of the current systems.
I
Eventually
think
that's
there
the-
shouldn't be limitations. You should be able to do whatever you want.
But computers, like computers, are quite
within the
limited when it comes to that stuff. Maybe in the future you can develop a computer that can do anything, but until then, limitations exist. But yeah, this might be easier, but also harder at the same time because
we don't have those limitations, therefore things will work differently.
Exactly, but also there is
So-
a certain set path that you're usually supposed to go on. but I don't remember that completely. Also, where the items are, so you gotta get very specific things at specific times. You gotta go back and forth. If you get it wrong, it's gonna take a long time. Also, if you see a guy with a giant pyramid, get away from him.
Why don't I just kill him?
You could do that, but there's
They're
more.
monsters, right? The things in here are monsters, yeah. So
Yeah,
or
yeah,
they...
yeah,
yeah. Let's do that.
yeah. But there's more than one, and they're very powerful. Well, relatively, I don't know if they are actually.
There's two.
You can roll a history check. Oh, there's more than two.
There's two.
Oh, there's more than two.
Technically, there's 0 because they're all manifestations of the character's psyche.
They're real because you could die to them.
It's only real because it's mind over matter in that situation.
That's literally how life works, though. Things are only real because you believe they're real. Technically,
We're all time traveling, just forward 1 second.
Nah, we're in a simulation. Come on, you wouldn't know this. Common knowledge. So I don't remember how many career heads there are, but there's more than one. I remember that because I killed them like the first one I came across, and then came back again and
Roll
again.
another history check.
I definitely did.
You know you can't kill the first pyramid head you come across.
Yeah, I killed the
It's
first.
it is quite literally unkillable.
Okay. I killed the second one, but then there was more. I think it's normally not supposed to be able to kill the first one. I don't know if we could though. Oh. Okay. I thought of another slight issue for me specifically, and probably you, person that hasn't changed their name in Discord.
Let me fix it. I forgot to do it.
Oh, that's why it wasn't charging. I plugged it into the headphone port, not the charger port.
Yeah, I don't remember there being a second day in this game.
So we have to do all of the stuff within 24 hours?
Without taking a long rest.
Funky.
Without sleeping?
Yeah.
Oh,
We could probably nap, which means you'll be fine.
Oh, right. Never mind. I don't care anymore.
That would be a very good time to be a warlock.
Yep.
Yeah. I think all of us are kind of fun. Oh, so. Yeah, we need to probably start moving. I do know if we go in the town, it's real. If you can get it started, go ahead.
What does that mean?
Oh my.
I don't know how these things work.
I just said if you can get it to start.
Okay. I have not driven before.
Okay.
I don't know if this is obvious. How do you start these things?
But that's kind of my point. It probably won't start, and also you can't drive.
Astro gets in the car, in the driver's seat, and puts his finger into the keyhole and tries to form his finger into the key.
It then does nothing because you're made of slime and not a solid object.
You twist and it kind of just doesn't work because part of your body's not twisting against your twist. It kind of hurts. It doesn't at the same time.
Some of the finger gets stuck in there.
I've seen this in the movies. I swore it was gonna work.
It's like set in like the 80s or 70s or something like that. So check the visor.
Weirdly enough, I actually know how to.
Might be keys on the visor.
Also not the rubber man from DC. What they said.
Are there keys in the visor?
And there are no keys in the visor.
Damn it.
Glove box?
Glove box?
There are no keys in the glove box.
I checked the
Cast
wheel.
find
I
item.
checked the wheel rims.
There are no keys
I would like-
in the wheel room.
I would like to investigate the entirety of the car.
Okay.
Yeah, whilst you're doing that for an hour, okay, we'll do everything else.
Yes. I would just like to I would just like to look around inside the car. Perhaps there's
go ahead.
something useful in the glove box, or
Roll
the
investigation.
center console.
Roll investigation.
I'm very sad.
Find nothing of interest. Car.
Can I open the bonnet and the boot?
Yes, you can.
Oh, what's in there? Is there an engine in there?
There is an engine in there.
Oh my god! Wow.
And in the boot, there is a tire.
And that.
Anything else? Anything under the tire?
Checking under the tire, you see some extra nuts and bolts,
Oh,
a jack,
oh,
but no tire iron.
oh, that's it. That's just not great. How are they supposed to change the tire? This is just terrible. We should probably check the other car because there are two.
Yes, there is a van.
Much prefer a van, anyways.
Yeah, van might be better.
We got a bigger group.
Yeah.
Approaching the van. Yeah, it's a
Also, I
normal
just had a
van.
thought. I'm gonna check my. Do I have keys in my pockets right now for this car? Because I'm assuming this is probably my car.
As you check your pockets, you do find keys.
I hate this so much.
Oh, what do you know? They were there the whole time.
Fucking god damn it.
Just remembered I rolled the main character.
Yep.
Oh,
You have the power. You have the shittiness of James Sunderland. Congratulations.
Does the car start?
As you stick the keys in and start to crank, you hear it try to roll over, but it dies.
Is it like low power? Or
No, you can see as you crank it, it pretty much the engine itself is not working. It's a dead engine.
Lamau.
Well, let's chat about.
Hey, we should check the van.
Yeah.
Checking the van. The van's same situation. Doors are locked. You can see that through the window. There doesn't seem to be anything of interest in the van.
Break the window?
You can if you want.
Is there anything under the car?
Instead of
checking under, you see like a bottle. Like
ooh.
Oh, we can use that to distract the enemies. Perfect.
Question: how is okay? Did you say that the thing did you say it was locked?
Van, yes.
Mage hand, summon inside the funny van. Have the mage hand pop the lock from the inside.
All right. Yeah, you pop the lock from the inside. As you open the door, the alarm goes off.
What the fuck? It's bullshit.
Flashing. The doors were locked. Like that's how cars work. You know this.
No.
No. If the car has been locked and you unlock it from the inside and then open the door, the alarm will go off. I've done this many a time.
More it literally does depend on the car, but yeah.
Yeah, well, these are cars from way early 2000s to 90s.
Yeah, where they had to lock and then set the alarm separately, but yeah.
It's right, you know.
But still does it. So
We will.
Shut the fuck up! That starts kicking the car.
That makes it worse.
That's the alarm. Just still alarms as
Yeah.
you
Can
kick
I open
the
the
car.
boot? The bonnet, I mean.
Hmm?
And then disconnect the battery.
And it dies.
Okay. Problem solved.
I did it. Good work, team. We did it. Everything's good now. So what kind of game is this?
It's a horror game.
Oh fuck
Oh,
me.
good.
It's real bad. If I remember, if we go in the town, everyone goes crazy.
So we don't go in the town then, we just leave.
Yeah, but the thing is, we need to go into town to complete the game.
Oh god, fuck.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked.
How much do you want to bet that the pyramid thing is what we have to kill?
Oh, there's more than one, and if I remember correctly, there's a series of things you need to do to complete the game.
Pyramid thing.
The pyramid head is just the guy that's just always there, ominously trying to kill you. So
Your nemesis.
one of a few, to be fair. There's also like undead people, or like what, demons or something.
Like zombies.
Yeah.
Wait, no, I haven't played the game. Have I watched the movie?
You can roll a history check.
That would be even funnier.
You've seen clips of the movie.
Oh, okay. Like YouTube Shorts.
Yeah.
You've
That's
seen
good point.
Jessica Nieberger's video, like everyone.
Okay.
Every sane person. That's a great video.
Do I know of a pyramid head? Do I know what that is?
You do know what Pyramid Head is, yes.
Oh man. Why does it have to be this game? Why can't it be like Minecraft or something?
That might be worse, if I'm honest. Because there's no real end to, and would have to kill a dragon.
Oh, that's true.
That is also a funny
What
thought.
if
When
it's-
you can actually do that, there's actual mechanics of the dragon.
What
Now.
if it's Stardew Valley?
Next dungeon. Minecraft.
Stardew Valley sounds like it would be fun.
Again, that's. We kind of want to get through these quickly.
Quick game. Goose Game. That's a good one.
Most of us will die if we played. If it was that.
Maybe.
That's the point of the game. One of us has to die.
Well, this is a pickle.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't remember that. Come on. I want to remember the speed runs. I played the game. I didn't fucking play the speed runs. Come on. Not sad though.
Oh, you know what game I've played a lot? Skyrim.
Yeah.
Now,
it's
if
not like
you
that.
do watch the speed run, motherfucker, I will make this shit harder.
Ethan, I'm not. So
Do it.
my
Because
character.
I know that's what you're doing, Lair.
Yeah, my character would be even more fun.
If you continue to watch it, I'm adding more monsters into this.
We're gonna be hop to victory.
No, Ren, can you just nerf him entirely and just ignore make him?
Everyone suffers. Group punishment.
We
Or
should,
crimes.
So we should punish him. Okay, we should kill his character.
It's time.
If we
It's
kill his
time.
character, do we not get punished?
Be hop.
Technically, you would, because I balanced the game for your amount of players. So, yeah, if he dies, everyone still is punished, yeah.
It's fine. I'm actually watching a video about a magic system right now. It's the end of the world, perpetually in war, because magic.
Warhammer.
And differing views. No, it has
Warhammer.
differing views on the magic.
Warhammer.
People,
Warhammer.
No. No.
It's Warhammer.
It's significantly more funny. They have muskets.
Warhammer.
Yeah, Warhammer. Like,
no, it's not Warhammer.
Warhammer has
It's not Warhammer because they only have humans.
I'm gonna be right back.
Warhammer also has humans. Only humans.
Yes, ma'am.
It's like World War I type shit.
It's like
So
World
war.
War One.
Krieg. Alright. Good shit.
I've
Good
got like
shit.
Warhammers before.
But yeah, back to the game.
Okay.
You are at a van now, and you've discussed how terrible
Yeah, so
of a
now we're in
situation.
the van. Is there anything in the van?
Looking in the van, not really. Like
Going
in the
in
back,
van.
it's kind of just dirty. Outside of that,
No
Man,
loot.
people really need to clean their vans.
Clean.
no loot.
What about the glove box? Anything in there?
There's like an owner's manual type shit.
Interesting. Does this have a spare tire, or is it on the back of the van?
The spare tire would, I think it would be on the back of the van, though I think it's not in the image, so I'm gonna say there is no spare tire.
Yeah, in the manual, is there a location for the crowbar? Or whatever it's called.
Pro
Fucking bolts.
fire iron.
Tire iron. That's the fucking
It would be in the back. Checking around, there is no tire
Turn.
Well, that's annoying.
as you're checking and you get to the point where the tire iron is, you would see slowly but surely in front of you get scratched into the van. You think it would be that easy?
Of course not. Like, come on, I'm trying. Things.
You get like a little shrug emoji.
I break the window.
Not the emoji. It's like the one made out of the lines.
No, I break the window.
All right.
Fuck you. You already fucked us. He knows what he's done. He's an asshole.
I say we go left.
It's an open area. Like,
So let's go left.
right. Okay, go. You go left, and then go left, and then go left. What happens?
Hmm. Well, where are we supposed to go then?
I think we're supposed to.
You played the game, right?
Yeah. Are we supposed to go in?
So,
Actually play the game in real life. Come on, let's be honest.
you go down. Of all people, you
Down the road,
would
right?
have. Then you would know what to do.
Why would I? That'd be metagaming, then. Okay.
No, it wouldn't be metagaming because your character has played the game and rolled a nat 20, so they would remember roughly everything. So since you haven't, I will only give you tidbits of information
Yeah.
and let you roll for them instead.
Yeah, well,
But this one, I will tell you,
I prefer that.
you need to head down the observation route into the town of Silent Hill.
Okay.
Go find your wife.
Yeah, go find my wife.
Ace is married? What?
Yeah, apparently I'm
You have a
married.
wife?
Yeah, look, this
Wait,
is their
now,
picture.
we
I'll
all
show you
have
the picture.
an individual wife, or are we sharing a?
I
like,
think
Wait a minute.
I think I've been chosen as the main character for this, for some reason.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it's probably not great for me.
Well,
Real bad.
I'll heal you. Don't worry.
Yeah. I don't know. Was this multiplayer in? Was it co-op?
No,
Yeah, no,
this game was
this will
never
be weird because there's more than one of us. Normally it's a single player game.
Yeah, I don't know if this person should have picked a multiplayer horror game like Phasmophobia or something.
That's really no.
So,
That's what they should have done because
You see etched into the side of the van in like
No.
scratches. I could if you want.
Yeah, because
No.
that would be easier for
Why
us.
are you picking
honestly.
games that guarantee us to die?
I'm
They
back.
don't.
What's going
We
on?
just gotta be good. I
could have been
played
Left
shit
4
out of that
Dead.
game.
You get scratches. About 3/4 of you would.
Hey, you know that at least we're guaranteed someone to survive.
That's not a good thing. We can play
That's
games
bad.
that we could. In this game, we can survive if we just complete the game. We just have to do the very arbitrary tasks that are very tedious, and eventually we'll just live. It won't be fun, but we should live as long as we do the tasks correctly.
Guide us through, oh valiant leader. Yeah,
Yeah.
just let's go. But
This part is no one's questioning the thing that just etched into the van.
you know,
Right.
That's clearly the DM, okay?
Yeah.
Like, there's no point questioning that. We know what that is. We're just gonna ignore it because
Before-
it doesn't.
before we
It's
go,
helpful.
I'm gonna
Fucking obvious.
I'm gonna go over to like the car and see if there's like there's dust on the car. Is there like dust on the car? Has it been that old? Is
Which
it that
car,
old?
the van or the car?
The one that's closest to us currently.
So the van. Yes, there would be dust on the van.
I'll,
Or
like-
inside. Yeah.
I'll do like a tic-tac-toe chart and do. I'll do like an X.
Okay.
Yeah. See if they. See
You
if
should-
they play
You
with me.
two should play tic tac toe on the map, and then actually play.
Perfect.
Do you love what
See,
you
at
do,
least
Tom?
this Dungeon Master is fun. The last one was just not. They didn't really say much at all. I'm right. Let's do.
Fun. Okay. Yep.
Yep.
You remember he killed like 2 people, right?
Shh.
That weren't even in the dungeon.
Now, which color did you make yourself, Gabe?
We'll just be green,
Who's already chosen? What do you mean?
or we'll be cyan.
It doesn't matter.
Because I don't know who put what where.
I'll be cyan. Someone wrote cyan. Did cyan?
Oh,
there, so-
I put the X down.
Oh, okay.
You're not playing. You're not even here.
Mm,
Fine then, there you
I'll
go,
put-
Gabe. You can put it down.
Here. That's a square. It's fine. It's the same thing.
What is it supposed to be?
Supposed to be an X. Okay. We're playing with squares.
The forest is fucking worse. Stop suggesting the worst games.
I won't let
We're
you.
guaranteed to die. See? Yep, so this is every tic-tac-toe ever. Okay. Well,
I win.
with people who have semi-sentience.
I win because technically, technically I won.
See etched
I don't
in.
think that's how that game works.
You see etched in bingo. I win. And
Bingo.
then it's wiped away from the dust.
Does the
All right,
dust
well-
fill the van?
It's on the outside. Right?
Oh,
I should have put some stakes. I should have said if I win, then we get to kill you.
That's
no.
because then if you lose, then we die.
Well, you know,
You guys aren't understanding the state of
that's
the
what
situation.
we don't specify what they get to do.
Because they will specify.
Shh. All right, just lead us. Come on, no fun.
Yeah, we go.
Alrighty. You start to head down the path.
Wait, how long till we see Pyramid Head?
It's a bit.
Okay.
Astro's just gonna be playing with his boomerang while we're walking. Just gonna throw it a bit, catch it, throw it, catch it.
You got a boomerang?
Yeah, I got
gets-
from the last dungeon.
It gets stuck inside the trees, gone forever.
Isn't the
Goodbye.
boomerang a combat boomerang?
Yeah, isn't it a weapon?
Yeah, it is.
Be gone. You don't
it
have
says,
any weapons.
It says on the. It says. Oh well.
Oh. All weapons are gone.
I'll pick up a rock and play with the rock.
Alright, that works.
It
Fucking
disappears.
The rock just used. Oh shit! Sorry, it could be a weapon. Sorry.
You know what?
Have a loot.
What about your
You know what?
hands, though? Would hands count? Because they're also weapons.
You know, they could be used as weapons. Yep, sorry.
Ren, I'm gonna try something. Just directly up into the air. I'm gonna try casting Fireball.
I already did this.
Shoot Fireball.
Okay. Okay, offensive spells work. That's good. Weapon acquire.
See into the fog. Just in very thick letters.
Mhm.
Magic's hard to take away.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab a rock ring. I'm gonna cast light on it. Does the light from the spell light flicker?
Yes, it does.
Damn it! Throw it into the forest.
You can still dampen magic though.
Yeah, you throw it into the forest and you just hear the most ungodly roar.
Yeah, that's normal.
You hear the rees of 1,000 gamers.
No, the light.
So nothing to really worry about then. Okay.
See, what they don't realize is that we're actually in anyone who's currently playing Silent Hill in the world right now. They will see us.
And then you kill them.
Very confused.
Yes, mainly
will
because
they-
they're probably the people like me that have played through the game at least 7 times.
They're
Yeah,
like,
and-
huh, I don't
they're-
remember that being there.
And they're always guaranteed going to try and kill us because they're video gamers.
Probably.
Yeah,
See,
It's
that's
just
the secret. That's the secret. You have to play it 8 times to unlock these characters showing up.
Yeah.
It's just an
Exactly.
Easter egg that no one understands.
you do start making your way down the path, and all in all, it's a nice little jog if you jog, but overall it's a nice hike.
Yeah.
Though once you get to about this point,
Yeah,
what's
I think
everyone's
it's-
passive perceptions?
Yeah, you guys, you should enjoy this moment. It's going to be the nicest part of the thing. It's like 11 run for me, so it's terrible.
14.
Like it's quite a nice game. It looks pretty good. Also upgraded
think-
graphics because it's real world, so that's kind of good.
I think mine's 14
Everything's
as
blocky
well.
and pixelated.
One sec. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, 14 as well. I think.
Alright. And Layer, what's your passive perception?
17.
Like 15 or 16.
she's not fussed with her own food. She wants your lockdown.
Yes.
Layer?
Blur?
Layer.
He's dead.
Yeah,
I need to
well,
plug my computer in.
probably went to get some soup.
Stop leaving. Stupid.
Stop it.
Smack.
Your microphone's broken.
I'm Bree.
Huh?
Welcome back.
Oh, it's gonna, Bree, you're gonna be the wife in this game. You're gonna be Ace's
Oh.
wife.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no.
Oh,
Gabe,
that's
I was
real
about to say. Gabe, I was about to say. You see the I showed you the character I'm playing. That's not good.
That's bad for many reasons.
I don't know why it's bad for whatever reasons you're thinking of, but I'm thinking it's bad for the reason Gabe's.
Well,
Gabe
reason
said.
one, you're the character from the video game, which I don't think it turns out well for. I'm just going to assume.
Which
Also,
one?
you're then also married to Ace, which is not great.
That's pretty bad.
Oh, that
That's the
Ace.
worst.
Ace, I really hope you didn't want a social life in that case.
Ace doesn't have
Hello,
a
dog.
What the fuck are you talking?
Well,
That's for people that have friends.
I mean, I hope. I don't know how to.
Layer, what's your passive perception?
Yes.
It's a yes or no answer.
I'm actually pretty sure it's high. Hold on. Passive perception is like 14.
Okay.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Everyone has 14.
Average for this time.
I'm pretty sure it was higher than that, but alright.
Yeah, that's fucking weird. What the? No, that
Are you-
actually makes sense.
Are you proficient?
Yes.
Do you have high wisdom?
2 wisdom. Never mind. It checks out.
Yeah, check that. Okay. So.
Yeah, I have -4 to my.
To your got it.
Glad we understood that.
You took the ability score increase, not the feat. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
The inferior choice.
Very sad.
I remember you talking about getting observant.
Remember, this is Rise game,
Eventually.
guys, where we could just take both options.
No!
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, normally in Ren's game, we would already have a thing free, but you know.
Can I help you?
It's been a
It's
little
normally.
weird.
No,
Not
I'm good, thanks.
today.
My dog just winked at me. I'm eating hot dogs and I'm not giving her any. I have given you some actually. I gave you some earlier. Get gone.
Well, yeah.
Get
So
bent.
if you gave them some, then you're going to give them more, right?
There's-
give him
That's
also
the
No.
dog.
Yeah,
You
but
already
see,
gave me
you gave me
some.
some earlier, but you
Still
didn't give me
some
some
left.
now.
So.
So,
For those that have. Oh, okay. That works out well for some of you. A pass perception over 13.
look at that.
You swear as you've gotten about a little deep into this hiking trail, you swear you hear soft, like, pats, or less pats, more just stepping behind you. Sometimes you might hear like a light bark, a light growl behind you.
You're a fucking dog.
It sounds like a few of them.
Puppies.
Yeah, this is like
Also-
the nicest part of the game. It's going to be nice and calm and relaxing. We're going to walk through a nice forest area. It's quite nice.
Also, at this point, the fog itself has gotten really thick. Thick as pea soup, some would say, back in the
Actually, my favorite soup.
as it's you
Never
can.
had it.
Oh, yeah, you like peas. You're weird.
These are
Fuck
awesome,
was
man.
that?
Well, pea and ham soup is the best. You got to put that bit of bacon in there. It's good.
At
Millennial
this
life
point, you
feeling.
can roughly see maybe
I'm not addressing you, I'm
5
addressing the dog.
5 to 10 feet in front of you at most.
Begging.
Yeah, I'm just
And
not.
about the same whenever it comes to behind you.
Has anyone got
Just
like
enough to
gusts
see the
or
pattern.
anything? Like the wind, one of the wind
No.
spells.
Nope.
Oh well. Never know. Well, just gonna be walking blind. That'll be fun. Do we get attacked at any point during this run?
Nope. To your knowledge, though, you never
To my
turned
knowledge.
around and went back.
Yeah, why would I?
Yep.
Because you physically could.
You were able to, yeah.
Were you?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I never played the game.
Or I'm gonna buy it real quick just so I can.
I feel like I don't think it'll be a real quick moment. I feel like, and also, I will miss so many things, so it's going to take me a little bit long.
As you get here on the map, it would took maybe about 5-ish minutes of solid fast walking, hiking, to get here. And the sounds of growls, the pitter patter of paws on dirt, doesn't go away.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But they do get quieter as you get to where you are now. In that sense, you come across a second. You come across a what looks to be stone gate, and a well. Let me find it.
Mm,
You say stone feet?
Fence. 8. But the thing in front of it would be this well. Just ignore the man standing in the image. Just think of that as Ace. This is Ace in the image.
Yeah.
This is Ace standing in the image.
Right, it's not. It's kind of similar to be fair.
Kinda.
Boyfriend green,
Yeah.
you know.
now this is Silent Hill 1 or 2?
A bit further down, that wooden fence is a larger structure. At least that you can vaguely see in the fog.
Who wants to jump in the well?
No.
Hmm, I don't think I like this place very much.
Yeah, no one does really.
Question is, do you do anything with the well, or do you continue on your path?
I thought you were showing us an image. I was waiting for that.
Do we have a pebble or something to drop down the well?
I've
Oh,
got.
I posted in shit posting. Oops.
Uh,
I accidentally had shit posting selected. Ipsy daisy.
Surprise, it could be a shit post. You never know.
It probably
It
is,
is
but
true.
anyway.
There you go.
That looks really good. Oh my god, those graphics.
those are some
Wow.
high quality graphics.
Ahead of its time.
This guy's playing on
Now,
Ultra.
now think. This is Now this is like 2001. Now shush. This is good graphics for 2001.
For 2001, this is really
This
good.
shit's
graphics.
older than me.
Yeah.
Those
Silent Hill has some of the best graphics for PS2.
Are those pillars from Minecraft? Like, bro. Oh, some good pillars.
Oh, good shit.
Oh man. Oh. Sticks hand in well.
Yeah, you walk up to the well and like
Get this
so
over
do you-
with.
Is there a
So do
bucket?
you- No, there isn't. It's more just like it's a strange looking well because it doesn't have like the little rotator that you dip water
Yeah.
into. So it's
Right.
probably like a ceremonial well at this point because it's probably been dried up.
Yeah, is there anything
Gonna
in there?
pick up the stone and
Yeah.
drop it down.
As you walk over to it, you look down the well. You see a red square in the very bottom of it. And as you look at it, who looks at it?
I will.
I know Ace. I know
I will as well.
you also look down in the hole.
I
so
was
no
gonna
matter
drop
what
a
you see-
stone and I dropped the stone.
so-
Then I see that.
I will let them have a look in the hall.
Avoiding.
As you two look at this red square, it's strange. It's a good way to put it. As you look at it, you get like a slight
looks bad.
headache as you feel like someone's groping your brain.
I don't
No.
used to that word.
Yeah. It's the turn of
Well,
phrase used.
That's a bad touch.
Anyone wants to join in
as-
on the ambience?
It's slight.
Ooh, yes, I'll listen to this.
It's not pleasant, but it's not bad at the same time. As you kind of wake out of it. As that feeling is there in your head.
Yeah, that's not far. Is the red square still there?
Square is still there, and I will make a note.
How
I
far is
can't
it?
tell if I'm sexually aroused or if I'm creeped out.
I feel like that won't make any difference whatsoever. So
It better not.
yeah, where is the red square specifically? Is it like at the bottom or?
Yes, it is at the bottom.
Okay, how far down is it?
It'd be like roughly 20 feet down.
Interesting. Wizard?
What's hard?
Yes.
There's a thing at the bottom of the well. Could you grab it?
Probably. And I summon a mage hand above the well, and I kind of like guide it on down.
So you have to look at the square.
Yeah, I look at the square.
Yeah, whenever you look at the square, you feel a strange groping sensation on your brain.
I hate it.
As it's not pleasant, but it's not bad at the same time.
Okay.
As I make a note that you've looked at it.
I grab the thing and I start pulling it up with the mage hand.
As the mage hand touches it, the mage hand is immediately dispelled.
I don't think that's gonna work.
Cheating DM, what a surprise.
Do we have any rope?
You can make a
Yeah.
history check, Ace, to see if you remember what the red squares are.
Yeah. 9.
Don't remember.
Were there any red squares in the movie?
Hey,
Damn.
hey, Ace, do it again.
Do what
Now,
again?
are you sure you want to use this ability? Because you won't get a long rest.
It's
after.
fine. It's best to use it if it's gonna be
I
important.
don't.
All
know, but-
right.
Yeah.
Alright.
God
You
damn
don't
it.
know.
Ace knows even less than before.
Are you looking at my stats? Bro.
And you have one use of that. Make sure to keep track.
Yeah, I have a thing on my sheet
Ugh.
because I'm not.
Okay.
All right, yeah. You swear that these red squares did something, but you don't know what.
Do they feel important?
Slightly. It's not like important to the game.
Where'd
But
that deflected
important
balloon
to
come from?
So they're probably
That was
more like
me.
achievement related things and not actually.
Do we
It's
want?
not-
Do we want to 100% this dungeon?
Yeah, I want to get on. Fucking completionist. Let's go.
Completionist run. No deaths.
So as we get there, can we just do another playthrough? We don't do get all the achievements.
Oh, we nearly got out of there with our lives. Let's try it again, 100%. Speed run.
So they're not achievement related.
No. No, they're not achievement related.
It's weird because I've played Silent Hill and I fucking like when I was a kid and I remember these things.
Okay.
It was that one game where you played the guy who was, I think he was like a military fucker or something like that.
Probably.
A military fucker.
They
He had
usually-
he had the funny like L-shaped flashlight that I was really confused by as a kid.
You talking about like fucking Alan Wake?
Yeah.
I think so.
Like,
Yeah,
did the
fuck
monsters get hurt by shadow? Or by light?
I played a tiny bit of that game, by the way. It's pretty good.
Alan Wake's awesome. To make it a second one. Like, let's see the
They're
trailer
now
for that.
making a second one.
Yeah,
Cool.
they showed it on the PlayStation showcase.
Isn't it? I thought it was a. I thought Alan Wake was an Xbox exclusive. I don't know why.
No, PlayStation.
I'm trying to remember who it was. I can't though. It's funky.
Which one?
Huh?
First Silent Hill?
No, not the first one. It was a Homecoming, Silent Hill Homecoming. I played
don't
that when I
know.
was a kid.
Now eat your food.
Played Silent Hill 2.
It was funky.
Fuck.
Played
Shit.
Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 1.
Hot dog on the floor. Don't you dare.
Dog
The
on the
hot
floor.
dog.
Dog on the floor.
Drop ketchup on my computer now. Oh, that's
Good
gonna
job.
that's gonna be stuck in those cracks for ages. No.
Yeah, that'd be terrible. If it was a laptop, that'd be really hard to clean.
It is a laptop.
I know.
Oh, it's all on my sleeve as well, and my jacket. It is, Rebecca, I've got Rebecca, I've got ketchup everywhere. There's some on your shoe.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get the rope moving. Fine
No.
Alright, you get the rope
Okay.
and climb down.
I'll go after him.
Well, it's a small well, so only one person could actually fit down.
I will not go after him.
It's like 20 feet down as well, so it's not like. Well,
Sliding down, yeah, you get there.
get a closer look at it. What is it?
You look at this. It looks just like a red square, just sunk into the ground, and it's just there.
Can I pick it up?
As you look at it, you feel like there's someone groping around in your skull,
That's normal.
and as you try and do what?
Can I pick it up?
As you try and pick it up, it's like stuck in place.
Can I like dig around it and try and.
As you
unwinch
dig
it?
around it, it looks to be paper thin, like very similar to foil. As you dig around it, it kind of just stays in place, like an
Yes, well.
asset that's.
So can I like dig around it and get underneath it?
You can.
And I just can't move it no matter what.
It is a locked asset.
Everything okay?
No, it's like a piece of paper that's like stuck. It won't move. Weird.
Hmm. Well, maybe it's nothing.
I'm pretty sure it's something.
Well, I know it's something, but what are we gonna do about it?
Yeah, true. I'll try hitting it with my shield. I shrug. Why not? Run.
Say that again, sorry.
I'll try hitting it with my shield, see if that does anything.
And you bonk it with the shield and nothing happens.
Yeah, that's all I've got.
Follows, fails, hit it. If that fails, I'm done. Can't do anything else.
Yeah, I could word of radiance it. Probably wouldn't do anything. I'm gonna cast light on it and then leave. Because it's
As
fine.
you cast light on it, the magic disperses.
Anti-magic bullshit.
What?
uh,
And you would
Let's
notice
see.
now that you're really close to it and light is a touch spell, casting magic on it instantly dispels the magic.
Okay.
So it's like a well of anti-magic.
I'm sure that's not important, so. Yeah, I'll climb back up.
As you make your way back up. Already still there. Hey.
Oh my god. You're not all dead yet.
Yet.
To the next location.
As you
Yeah.
walk up, you do come across, or travel a little bit farther down the path, come across what looks to be a metal gate, which is unlocked. That has a stone, pretty much a stone fence going all around it with wires above that stone fence.
Hmm.
And as you enter inside, it is a fairly large open area.
Oh, this is a fairly large open area, guys.
I played Dark Souls. This reminds me of a boss.
Wow,
arena.
I had no idea.
Well, now you know. Thumbs up.
Oh, there's a weird floating one over there, guys. That's strange.
That one is not floating on the world. It's for the map. For you all, actually.
Guys, look at their ones. They got a one there.
As you closer, you start to notice that this is a graveyard.
Oh, that's
And
good.
through the fog, you swear that you could see like the figure of a church close to the wall. Getting closer though, figures do start to stand out a little bit more in the graveyard. A lot of headstones everywhere. Though one of these figures is moving slightly.
What size are they?
A little bit taller than headstones themselves. Maybe around 4-ish, a little bit taller than 4-ish feet, I'm assuming.
You hear the smash of a plate on the floor.
As you get closer, Umbri, please tell them of your character.
Well, hang on, let me listen the reference. That's NPC.
To look like a monster, so he can just attack you irrationally. It'll be fine.
What is that? Is that a demon over there?
Yeah, I mean, either way, depending on where you look, if it's from the back, all you see is like freaking long red hair and like little horns.
Devil horns.
Technically. Yeah. Sideways, yeah. Just just redhead girl.
Hey, Mr. Smith, was the devil himself in the Silent Hill?
It's very culty. There are like kind of like cults in it, so like demons and stuff. So yeah, that could be one of the demons or cult people.
What the fuck is that? What even is that?
Well, you said that the villain like did something about the fears of the main character.
Someone's-
Who's scared of demons here?
Who's scared of a little redhead girl?
Well, it's
Sure.
not. It's generally not.
I always thought the devil would be a little bit taller.
Yeah, but also it's already preset fears. It's like none of our actual fears. So
So was
Yeah.
this figure
Oh,
in
so
the
what the
game?
fuck's that then?
I have no idea.
Can-
It's like a monster. We should probably
You
kill it.
could roll a history check to see if that figure was in the game.
Could I roll a separate history check to see if I recognize them?
One, you will immediately know, no, this figure was not in the game. Mainly because you see two slightly moving now. Now that you've gotten a little bit closer, you see
Rise character.
a darker figure,
He's in
which
the
is
hospital. What do you mean?
Oh
That's you
shit!
I still don't know if he got released yet or not. He hasn't been messaging. Yeah, I haven't heard from him in like 2 days now.
Real good. Real good.
Yeah, I wonder where Bry is. He's in the hospital. What?
Anyways.
you see this one figure just kind of standing. I'm assuming stepping around the graveyard, and then there's one that's next to a grave, and kind of just sitting there. Though they're a bit more ethereal in nature, where this one is actually air.
Oh my
Looks
God,
like
it's a ghost.
Horror games, ghosts. How predictable.
Though also with a 14, you would know the person that is ethereal shouldn't be ethereal. They are actually part of the plot in the beginning of the game.
That's probably a bad thing. So there's a chance I recognize them, like if they're an adventurer. Is my logic.
I would immediately say no. You do not recognize them.
Okay.
They seem to be a child that is here. You would know there's only one child in Silent Hill. They don't have red hair. They're blonde. They're also a bitch.
Yeah.
They don't have red hair and a little horn headband.
So should we kill it?
What?
I don't think we should. As a joke, yeah.
When in doubt, kill the child.
Oh my
Would
god.
be
When
Picks
in
up a
doubt.
rock. Picks up a rock. Chucks it.
Yeah, it's not going to do anything, but okay.
Roll roll a dex. See how close you get.
Alright.
Are there any good people in the Silent Hill, or are they all just
Oh my god.
enemies?
Well, there
Oh.
are.
Caitlin,
Initially.
Yeah.
There are initially.
you feel like a pebble just kind of tap you in the back.
What the frick? Turned around.
Hey! Oh fuck! I thought I was gonna kill him.
See a few
It's a
different
stone.
figures.
Why would that curtain either?
Kill the fuck!
They're not an infant.
Oh, you look small.
Could have been.
I'm gonna pick up a rock. We're gonna throw at Ace.
Throw the rock at yourself.
Well, I guess now if since Kate did turn around, yeah, yeah, black glare,
Huh?
green eyes, just staring.
Okay.
What the fuck?
No, I didn't.
He said that's not supposed to be in the game. What the fuck is that?
Well, yeah, it's not supposed to be in the game. It's probably because it's someone else. And also, the ghost is not supposed to be a ghost, which I feel like is a bigger issue.
There's 2 issues right here. There's 1 and then 2.
Yeah. You can hope they're an adventurer. If
What
not,
should we
it's a
do?
real
Should
bad.
we call out to them?
Some
I feel
kind of
like I know-
adventurer that got stuck here before us.
Yeah, there's a good chance. And also, I think they know we're here because we threw a rock at them and we're talking.
you-
Just
Well,
staring.
they might not. They might be foreigner. They might not understand.
Are y'all whispering? Or,
Okay.
like, what volume are you
still
guys
know
even
we're
talking at?
What?
What volume are you guys even
Chris
talking
is talking at a normal volume. Just going
You know
like,
how like when you
okay.
like
I'm talking
You
about
know,
regular.
Stage whisper.
yeah I'm
I think he's
I'm like
stage whispering, but literally stage whispering. So he
yeah
sounds like a normal person.
I sound like a normal person, but like acting like I'm whispering. But he doesn't really realize that. He's just
He's like got a hand over his mouth, just talking at in normal volume, maybe in above, maybe a little bit louder than usual.
just standing there looking at us. What's happening?
Exactly.
There's someone out
Threw a
there.
pebble at me.
Shit! They know we're here.
They've known we're here the entire time because you threw a rock at them.
Yeah, but now
Hey.
you're talking.
Hey kid. Hey kid, how old are you?
Hides behind Chris.
How tall are you?
How tall am I? Oh, are you talking Astro?
Hiding behind me. How tall are you again?
Let me check.
Oh, yeah, Astro is indeterminable.
5'10".
Yeah, you're taller.
Crouches
Crouch-
down.
Crouches down behind Chris.
But you can change his form to be behind you. Exactly. You can mimic your shadow being as loud.
So is Chris
Her-
asking Kate's age?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like squint a little at Astro specific. Well, I don't know if she knows who threw the rock. She's just like squinting in general. It's like 15.
What? How did you get here?
What race are you?
Half elf. She's
Just
half elf.
ask people that.
Well, because
Uh,
age is relevant when it comes to race as well. Because
Oh.
like goblins just mature at like 7. So
Yeah, just like half elf. Also, Ren, how did she get there again? Like accident or?
Yeah, you were kind of just hiking. You just found this place. It was like, I'll go in. Adventure.
Sure,
Well,
wait. No! I'm stuck in Silent Hill.
Yeah,
was
that's
was
pretty much
hiking, got curious, and now I'm here. That's how.
okay, do you have any way to defend yourself?
Magic.
Okay, that's
Be a witch.
probably a warlock then. I'm assuming
Same thing.
they're not. Well, technically, but also witches are. We're not going to get into that.
Are
Okay.
you evil?
Would you like to find out?
Kind of a-
No.
kind of an arbitrary term, technically. It's all subjective. Yeah. Yeah, why is she dead, by the way? I'm pointing at the ghost behind you.
Looks.
She probably killed him.
You've been here for a little bit at this point. You haven't just traveled a bit. Yeah, they've always been like that. They've just been kind of spectral. You see that every little bit they get up and like walk around some grave, just a general area of gravestones, uh, and just go back to the one that they're at and kind of sit down and just stare at it. They do it again. They're an eternal loop.
Look at the ghost, look back at them. Like, they've been like that since I've been here, so.
Okay, written something. Damn it. Okay.
They're lying.
Kill her.
Doesn't help anyway, shape, or form. You get burned. Oh, well, she's not supposed to be dead, which is a problem.
That's the thing. They're an ethereal. They're just ethereal. Technically, never alive. Because they're a video game.
Maybe we're just in the area, not the game itself. So maybe that guy won't hurt us.
Oh no, he's the dungeon master. He's going to hurt us. Kind of thing. He's just being a dick about it. Well, clearly he's changed some things. Like, I swear before in the video game there was like sounds on the trail. If I remember, I didn't hear any. It's weird. Yeah, that's supposed to be alive. It's also not supposed to be a child, but there's gonna be a few issues. Probably get your name because it might be helpful. Or do you want me to call you child?
Caitlin, just call me Kate.
We know her true name. Now we have ultimate power over her. She fucks us over.
You're about to get Eldritch Blast, sir.
Again, a demon wouldn't give you their true name. They would give you a name that they're known as.
How do you know?
I mean,
because it's basic knowledge.
It's just something to address the kid by. It's not like you have to, you know.
Yeah.
You don't have to think that deep into it.
I don't know why you're panicking. Like, you're quite powerful, and you have all of your abilities.
I'm not. I have music.
Yeah.
Little redhead.
I'm afraid to make loud noises.
He's the one that's scared of little redhead girls.
Children just scare me, okay?
To be fair, children are quite terrifying because if they attack you, you can't really do anything back against them because then you're seen as the bad guy.
Yes, you can. You just have to be related to them.
Well, again, I don't think any of us are related to this person. So I'm just going to guess that as soon as no one said, hey, I know you.
Hey.
I feel like you would if you knew this person.
It's my sister.
So yeah, we probably need to do something here.
That is
true.
true.
Yep. Okay, I probably should explain this to you. We're in a video game right now that was made in the early 2000s. This is a dungeon. I assume you know what dungeons are.
Character would know what dungeons are. They're pretty. Yeah, there's a class on that in elementary school.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Nod.
Yeah. So yeah.
Elementary school.
It's really dangerous. So there's a good chance at least one of us will die, which is bad because you're a child and this is going to be very traumatic for you. Be aware of that. Trying to get your head around that now.
So you're not part of the game.
Also, this is a horror game, so it's even worse for you being a child. Because the amount of trauma you're going to get, well, it's going to be quick. Going to grow up real quick.
Also, to the tall slime guy, no, I am not part of the game.
Okay, that's good.
No, of course I'm not part of the game.
I've never
You're not
played
listening to the conversation we've had.
I'm sorry, I was just terrified for my life.
He's cowering in fear right now.
Because children are scary.
Not if you ignore them.
Well, that's hard to ignore children.
It's really easy. They're shorter than you. For me, it's really hard. They're like the height usually taller than me.
Really scary. I've seen The Ring before.
That's not a child.
Pretty sure they're a kid.
What if they're an ancient being?
Oh, this. No offense. You do look like you could be some great all-powerful being.
They look like a child. That's not like a band, like a headband.
Yeah,
with
but so is the
one-
girl from The Ring. She looked like a weird
like a demon. Yeah.
demon child.
Yeah.
Which is also technically what she is, but less creepy, but still creepy.
What are you talking about? None of this makes sense.
Carry on.
Continues to carry behind Chris.
Just sit back here.
Yeah, so we should probably figure out what's going on with the ghost.
Well, I guess it's also my turn for questions. How'd you guys get here, and what's your guys' names?
Oh yeah, that's important. I'm Ace. We are all adventurers.
Fell in a hole.
Where we went down the same hole you probably went down, I'm assuming. It's like a vault hatch on top. Anyone else want to
Fell down a hole.
Anybody else want to give their names?
Yeah, this is Juno. This is Chris.
Hello.
Astro.
Jerry, nice
Yeah.
to meet you. Wait, who's that? Looks at Juno.
They've been here for for a day. We went to Walmart and everything. We bought noodles. You don't remember
Yeah,
this?
but I was like out
No,
of it.
You did see it in the car and it randomly appeared for some reason. It was very
I was
strange.
kind of out of it.
Yeah, I noticed. Yeah.
It's all a lot of information.
Yeah,
just
this is
for me.
Juno. They're a Scottish English Roman person.
Yeah, it's a really weird circumstances. Don't worry about it.
Nice.
Interesting. Nice to meet you, Juno. Nice to meet you.
You've already met me. What are you
Caitlin.
talking about?
Technically, this is you meeting because you never actually introduced. Technically, because they weren't conscious at the time.
What conscious?
What
He was
is-
having a moment.
Yeah, they were sad. Also known as depression. It's
Also-
fun.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Also, Astro? Question mark. Just call me Kate. Don't have to say
Okay.
Caitlin.
Wait.
Okay, Helestina.
Okay.
Who's that? Is that another character from this game?
Not
Who is
edited
that?
one's name on Discord.
Oh, right.
Oh, it's funny every time.
Shut up.
Never.
Oh, well, I don't think I could change my name while I'm streaming.
I don't see what the problem is.
No, I mean, like, it's not letting me.
I still don't see what the problem is.
Oh, well, I'll do it later. Unless I could do it on my phone.
Just always gonna forget what you called them. Perfect.
Sorry about throwing the rock. Just kind of got spooked.
Yeah, this is the start of the game. There's no spooky part yet.
I don't know that.
You've played a horror game before, right?
No. Scariest game I've played is Skyrim. Well, technically Minecraft at night when the Enderman crashed.
Okay.
Well, Kate. I assume that you do not know what is going on or how to get out of here, and I'd say we don't know what's going on or how to get out of here, but
Yeah.
Mr. Smith is very knowledgeable on this subject for some strange reason. Would you like to stay with us
I'll just
until we get out of here?
Thinks for a second. It's like,
I would advise
yeah, I
that
guess
is
why not?
quite dangerous.
Yeah,
I assume
I'll
have you
tag along.
played video games? Or do you play old video games? Is probably the better way of saying
Never had time for video games.
it. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Do you have time for memes?
No.
That's real sad, actually. Real sad. What do you do then?
What's a meme?
I'm not getting into that. That's not a thing I can answer.
I tried to explain it to my dad, but he just doesn't
I do,
understand.
school stuff.
Okay. Oh, you like hardcore school stuff? Okay, I get it. Probably got like elf parents. I'm
Strict
assuming.
father.
Are you?
Okay.
So you know magic?
Yes.
Did you like get your magic from someone else?
Yeah, they're a warlock. It's very
No.
clear. They're 15 years old. Of course, they're a warlock.
Whose soul did you sell?
You don't need to sell souls. Like what?
Who's your patron?
It's a terrible deal if you sold your soul. Did you sell your soul?
No.
I'm not talking to you.
Oh, wait.
Christ. What's
That stuff's personal.
I'm sorry, but just
Well, of course it's personal, but you can still ask a question.
Yeah,
I used to know this one guy.
I don't know you well enough to even,
I used to know this one guy. His pact was to hurt other people in the name of his patron. It was really simple.
Yeah, that sounds really boring.
He was also, so it kind of made sense.
I caught half of that, so that's good.
Mine just.
Hello, hello,
artifacts and
just. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Wait, what did you say, Kate?
Oh, I was saying, all I said is like mine just wants artifacts and relics. For the most part.
Okay. Probably like a lich or something. Okay, cool.
Hermaeus Mora.
That's fine. Yeah, what tier spells do you have?
Second level.
Okay, that's reasonable. Reasonable. Better than I got, so, you know. That's good. Thing is, there won't be much time, like time for sleep. So you should work out better, because you can do the short rest thing. That should be good. Also, my thing is I'm a shield. I will protect you, so get near me if you feel in danger. If you're okay with that, it's up to you.
A hesitant thumbs up.
I will support you and not throw a rock at your back.
That would be appreciated.
I will also not throw any rocks at you, if that's any helpful to your mind.
Also appreciated, I guess.
I don't know why people are throwing rocks. Rocks are very ineffective. I should like a slingshot. Right, why are you in a shower right now?
What?
A lot of background noise at your end, but
My mum tried to call me on my phone, so I decided to plug my self into my laptop so it didn't fuck up. I'm on my laptop right now. Why do I still sound like I'm in a shower?
Yeah, it sounds like you're like it's raining outside and you're just sitting right next to the window.
Weird, because I'm using the same fucking headset.
I know, it's real funny.
Is Ray saying things?
oh.
It
happened again.
I'm going back to my phone.
I'll leave and rejoin.
That's even funny. It's really just the Rin thing where you just
There we go.
people.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we should probably figure out this ghost thing because they're supposed to not be a ghost.
Hmm.
And now I figured out what was wrong.
You press the wrong button.
happens.
Is this better
It's exactly the same.
as the shower?
Whenever you talk now.
It's yeah. It's a little better. It's like not as bad.
Yeah, it's definitely better. It's just whenever you're talking it, we hear it. Before it was just constant, so it is an improvement.
Hello, Mr. or Mrs. Ghost.
Do you approach the ghost?
I will kneel next to them and look at the grave.
They,
normal.
yeah, as you kneel down to the ghost, nothing happens. It keeps on looking. It gets up. It walks around, looking at other graves. Comes back to where it was before. Kneels back down.
The usual.
Now it's worse.
Now it's worse. Fuck's sake.
What does the gravestone say?
It's illegible. Kind of like like reading shit in like a dream. Like half the time you could never really know what the hell it's saying. Kind of like that.
Hmm. Well, shit. That doesn't help.
Oh yeah, a small little tidbit that might be matter for Kate. I am 4'1".
No, yep, I am taller than you.
Yeah.
She still would have been taller than you if I didn't have to age her up. I kept her original age and height.
Rip.
Stay beside her.
Oh, he's on the
Wow,
radio
wow.
now.
Yeah, you're like 4 years old.
Are you
What's going on?
on a walkie-talkie?
You just say over. Come on, sort it out.
Oh god.
This sounds like a recording from like a fucking murder.
It sounds like you're in a bathtub. Like talking into
Yeah, I'm going back to my fucking phone then. good fucking lord.
I swear we're about to hear a fucking gunshot and screaming in a minute.
Jeez.
What's your family house like?
It just sounds like one of those 911 calls.
Yeah, yeah, he's not wrong.
No, it's gonna be that classic one where the guys are like, "Hey, we used like a bar of soap. Kind of stuck now."
Yeah.
That's such a great man.
Did this do anything? Am I
Yep,
back?
it's a lot better.
Way better.
Back in my phone. They forced me back into my fucking phone. Can't have shit in Discord.
Yeah, sounds like a terrible laptop.
Indeed.
To be fair, are you using the app on your phone or are you using the website? On the
The
laptop.
website.
Yeah, that might be why.
Yeah. I'm not getting the app on my laptop because it's shit as is.
What do you mean?
My computer is shit as is.
Oh, right, okay. I was going to say, you diss the Discord app? Well, that's fine. It's better than Skype.
No, I'm using the website on my laptop right now.
What's wrong with you, man?
Well, I have a Chromebook. I can't download the app, so.
Okay, good. Get an emulator.
No.
Just get an emulator for Windows 10.
I don't care enough. Also, my laptop can't handle Windows 10.
That's my point. It's a joke, man. So get an emulator for Windows 10, which doesn't exist. That's why the fuck could you?
You say doesn't make sense. I work in the field. Of course it's gonna make sense. Slap.
Nothing you do makes sense, Ren, because you work in the field, but you don't do things that would be beneficial.
Well, see, the thing is, I work in the field. Like most people that work in the field, we don't work on our own shit because it's too much work. It'll take like 10 to 20 minutes. That's 10 to 20 minutes we don't want to do.
So much time. Oh my god.
So much work.
To sort your life out, definitely. You know.
Yeah.
crazy.
Easy as it is. I'll take it now. But yeah.
So yeah, ghost.
Does anyone
So
else
yeah,
approach the ghost, or is-
ghost.
We approach the ghost.
Okay. While approaching the ghost, now that everyone is now approached, Ace, you feel your body go jagged as your body starts to act on its own as you speak. Just words that you are not speaking.
Well, it's going to be fun. I try and say, I don't. This is my head.
This is currently what goes down. Whenever it comes to James, Ace is saying his words, and the spectral person is saying the words of girl.
Excuse me,
I'm not doing this. Sorry, but no.
I thought you would want it. Okay, sure.
I can find.
I'm sorry.
A
I
video of
I
this.
was just.
There you go.
If
You got
it'll
Ray
make
doing it.
So did.
I'm just waiting for the ooh woo.
Ooh woo.
Okay,
The
let's
dog
check.
barked.
I don't think the dog liked it.
We've got some interesting mods on this version, apparently.
Silent Hill's a little different than the one I know.
Why is there an anime?
Better.
God no.
Oh, it's anime. No wonder that.
But they're getting a little quirky now.
Pyramid-chan?
Funny considering Silent Hill is a Japanese game, I'm fairly certain.
The hills get a little bit quirky at night. Do you mind? Why are you smiling at me? Why are you so happy? What? Why do you look so cute? What is wrong with you?
Dog. They're always
Sorry. I
What?
always look so
Ew.
cute.
No, that's me. She's just sitting there, menacingly.
Menacingly.
What a weirdo.
Sorry, I always look so cute.
So pretty much this scene happens. Just stop it when the cutscene ends.
Huh. Well, ain't that something?
Might make it a little bit easier.
To pay attention or otherwise.
Lost? Who the fuck does that? You fucking idiot.
Excuse me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
No,
was
it's
just...
okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm kind of lost.
Top quality voice acting, my man.
Also, he sounds like fucking chat GPT or something.
I'm looking for Silent Hill. Is this the right way?
Yeah. What do you mean? You sound like Chet.
That's not even my actual voice.
Excuse me, Oh, I'm sorry, I was just... No, it's okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm kind of lost. Lost? Yeah, I'm looking for Silent Hill. Is
No,
this...
You said lost incorrectly.
Lost?!
You want to sound like you're a fucking moron. Who the fuck does that? That's impossible. She's never heard.
What do you mean you're fucking lost?
Yeah, I'm looking for Silent Hill. Is this the right way? Yeah, it's hard to see with this fog, but there's only the one road. You can't miss it. Thanks. But... Yes? I think you better stay away. This town, there's something wrong with it. It's hard to explain, but... Is it dangerous? Fucking stupid.
I could have actually asked, who is it? And he's like, yeah, someone very important. Why don't you just say who it is?
Kurt, I hate how you said that right on time as the video was saying it.
Like, why the fuck don't you just say who it is? Why are you being fucking vague?
I need my mother.
Trying to get help.
It's been so long since
you said that right as she was saying that line. I was like, what? Stop it.
People are so stupid. Oh, terrible writing.
I'm sorry.
What dialogue this should be replaced by? Hey, you're finally awake.
Pretty much. That's basically what it is.
You were trying to cross the border, right? Walked right
Just
into
like-
that Imperial ambush.
Just like us and that thief over there.
So with my memory ribbon, in the game, is she actually dead in this scene?
No, she is very much a living person.
She's just
Though
ethereal.
in this, she's not dead. She's just a spectral form.
So she's dead. Or maybe that's just how the NPCs run. Okay, now I can physically do things for him.
Yes.
I'm now-
Once the scene ends, you're capable again.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. That's
You
gonna
good?
be fun. Yeah,
You
I didn't.
alright?
Yeah, I couldn't control it myself at all. That's not fun.
Do you want me to replace you as the NPC?
I don't think we have a
Maybe.
choice.
Can he opt out? Can I opt in?
Also, it's fine. It's probably better if I, because I actually know that played the game, so it's probably better if I do.
Well, if we're talking about game reasons, maybe I like the game better if
I'd probably like it better if I was the protagonist.
I've never played the game
In the
before.
fog,
Better.
in the distance, you see written in like coalesced fog. No, you wouldn't.
Oh.
Okay.
No.
Yeah,
Can I
this is
talk-
pretty fucked up.
So can I talk to the person now?
The fog.
The spectral form.
You walk over to them, and yeah, you feel the jaggedness take over again. As
the exact same thing.
no, they have an actual different line of dialogue.
Oh.
If you talk to them again.
Yeah.
Then after she says, "I guess," and you turn around, you break out of the jaggedness.
But yeah, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna go up to her.
You go up to her and
initiate speech.
Nothing happens.
Damn it! All right.
I'm gonna go up to her again.
Nothing happens.
Okay. Is she physical?
You try to touch them.
I tried to wave my hand through their face.
You smack her.
Like through their face, or like slapping them, or
Like I'm trying to see if they're a ghost ring.
yeah, you.
So basically,
You
the
try
slap
and-
motion.
You slap them, but
It's
before your
slow.
hand connects, it's kind of like they just disappear, and as your hand gets out of their head, they reappear.
Okay. So you couldn't
Kinda like
afford
a
real
glitch.
ghosts? Okay, I see how it is. Or real
Kinda
NPCs?
like a glitch.
I see how it is.
In the fog, would you want to volunteer?
You're supposed to get points and stuff to be able to summon real things.
I made a town
Okay.
better than most,
You spend all your points on the town.
and the monsters.
Of course, of course. It's like low budget. Silent Hill 2, okay.
Adding more monsters, you see.
Fine, it's like pre-alpha, okay, come on.
There's no more
Onward.
fog coalescence. Fingered the DM.
Well,
That's on the DM, okay. Should be able to learn how to take criticism.
You shat on their work, which of all people that have a person that has studied dungeons for a long time.
I'm aware of them.
This is
know.
more than what a beginning dungeon should look like.
I'm fully aware.
Yeah, they're normally tiny.
Well, was there anything in the graveyard? I can't remember.
they're like some collectibles or something.
Well, this entire game is basically get a bunch of collectibles, but in the correct order.
Oh.
To
Is there a
progress.
secret flashlight around here?
There's probably something.
Is there a handgun?
There might be a gun. I don't think there's a gun in the graveyard.
You can roll me a history check, Ace.
That'd be weird if there was.
You remember, the handgun is later in the game, but yeah, there is a single handgun.
Yeah, I definitely remember the gun. I just wasn't remember if it was in the graveyard or not.
You know, it is further along into the game.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while till we get a gun.
Hmm.
But there is a gun. Looking at you, Chris. It's gonna be a while though.
Man, I
Ammo
wish I knew
is limited.
the Silent Hill theme music. Well, is there any chance I would have listened to it any of the soundtrack before?
The theme, 100%. Mainly because the theme for Silent Hill, just the OST, is actually pretty fucking good. So yeah, 100%.
I'm gonna look up Silent Hill acoustic because that's what it would be.
Oh, ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Yeah. But are there any items in the graveyard room?
To your knowledge, no.
Okay. To my knowledge, we should move on.
All right.
Maybe.
As I just had a conversation with this person, there's only one path. I can't get lost.
Let me get past.
Off we go, I guess.
Onward.
As you continue, wandering through the fog, you do find the exit from the graveyard when that was pointed to. And yeah, so you start traveling down the path. It's pretty barren. Barbed wire, metal fence, pretty much on each side. As you travel, you come across a derelict truck. From what it looks like, it's been setting for a long while. Continuing on the path, you come across Silent Hill Ranch. Locked up with a metal gate.
Yeah. There's probably a shotgun in
You continue to travel. Do you continue to travel? Here's the big thing.
Yes.
Probably, because they're probably not going to be able to get in there.
You remember that wasn't part of the game. This is just the general path to get to Silent Hill. You pass by another van, and it's fairly slow walk. Whenever I say slow, very uneventful. You don't have the sound of dogs after you anymore.
Never did.
You did.
Nope.
I literally told you about it.
Not to my knowledge, Ren.
That is true. No one told you about it.
I literally mentioned that normally it wasn't. No one said anything.
I think Asher probably would have assumed you heard it too.
I literally said, like, normally there's sounds on that path, but there isn't. I swear.
Well, we'll just
your
keep
own
it
little
secret.
soundtrack following you around.
That's funny.
After a little while of walking, clear up the path. Work indeed.
We go up the path. By the way, there was dog sounds. on that path back there. You just didn't hear.
The worst dog sounds. You just couldn't hear them.
Uh,
It was my dog. Sorry. Oh, row, row, row.
My puppers.
After a little while traveling, you do finally come across some semblance of more modern civilization. Chain link fence, trash bins, one of the larger ones. In the sides of the road as you enter what looks to be a concrete structure. The structure itself is the bottom of a bridge, which is the main bridge into Silent Hill. As I will go ahead and clear that one out as well.
I looks like we're down with Barbarian. Would have made this so much easier. Anyway.
You are going under the main road.
Hmm.
The trip itself is fairly boring. Just coming across at this point trash on the ground. A lot of litter bugs, you assume, in Silent Hill.
Damn them.
People not know how to pick up after themselves. Good grief.
Oh,
Yeah, remember
actual.
this is like early 2000s. People don't really care about that stuff.
No, this is a dungeon. I guess I don't have to worry about cleaning it up.
Yeah, it's literally a dungeon. It'll clean itself. Also, those are props, so
Yeah.
they're meant to be there. Yeah.
I wish I had a handheld keyboard.
A what?
A handheld keyboard.
Oh.
Don't those exist on mobiles?
What?
Don't those exist on phones?
It might. Honestly, I'd probably have one installed.
It's called every smartphone, but yeah.
Rin, I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna pull out my phone and see if I can use my keyboard app.
Oh, hi, Cooper.
This way.
And yeah,
I'm going to
as
play
you
this song as we go through Silent Hill.
as you get to this location, one of the most notable things you find on the ground is a piece of paper that's been rolled up and kind of just planted in the center of the road.
Pick it up.
As you pick it up, there's a little note that slides out saying, "You forgot this." As you unroll it, and it seems to be a map of Silent Hill.
Where did I forget that?
She's too busy being scared of in.
Boring.
That is the question, ain't it? Where did you forget it?
Did you forget something?
It was in the car. We already searched the car.
Yeah, I moved it from the actual in-game location.
Oh, so I didn't forget it then.
You didn't search the bathroom.
Why'd we search the bathroom? That's insane.
Hey, well, we got a map now. Continue
It's a map.
scrolling.
It's a map. It's a map.
Extra hair for you.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah.
So
This is
where are
gonna-
we on this map?
Right by point at us.
Perfect. This place is too big.
It's a town.
Not from me.
I don't like that.
It's called Silent Hill.
Who the fuck names a town Silent Hill?
I guess it was just a really quiet town, and it's on a hill.
It's literally the entire premise of the game.
That it's on a hill and it's silent? I've never played the game.
No, I'm there with you.
It's good they kept the key though. That's nice. It's always useful. So we want to go.
Where are we supposed to go?
This is where exploration takes hold.
Oh, fuck me.
Love exploring.
I have a lot of stuff in GM player waiting for you.
Continues to play the song. No, not that song. The song I posted in Jump.
It's funny when Cassie leaves, she like pop lock and drops it.
So, which direction do you all go?
Thanks, Rebecca.
You are met with a town.
How about we go to the flower shop?
Yeah.
The flower. I think we should go to the flower shop.
Sure. Let's go to all of these locations in the order in which they are given.
That's what I was gonna suggest, honestly.
You walk over to the flower shop to find that it is locked.
Knock on the door.
Yeah, knocking on the door, there is no answer. The shop itself seems to be slightly derelict. The flowers that you do see inside are dead and withered.
Could I slip? Is there like a slot under the door that's at least 1 inch?
It's probably a letterbox.
Or like a letterbox, yeah.
There is a letterbox. Yes.
I'll slip the pseudopod through and unlock the door using the pseudopod.
As you try to unlock the door, it is stiff.
What the fuck?
Try harder.
I try hard.
He said it's stiff, not stuck.
If I remember correctly, the pseudopod is limited in the amount of weight it can lift.
Yeah, I think it can only go like 10 pounds.
You could roll me an athletics check for your pseudopod. Feel
Somebody's
some
not doing
twinge
very well.
in your pseudopod.
Oh shit! I think I strained my pseudopod.
I think I strained my pseudopod.
No, my pseudopod.
Yeah, do you want to just go in? Or...
Yeah, I'll just. Everyone close their eyes and wait for me to. Never mind, I have no. Okay, let's just slide under.
You also would never do that here, so. Close away, I said this place.
Yeah, terrible idea. You're right.
Yeah, as you slip into the flower shop, you are immediately hit with the pungent smell of rot. Yeah, you reform inside, and Go ahead and roll me an athletics check as you try and unlock the door.
Oh,
As you actually put in all your strength, it is still not happening. As you strain something in your arms.
Oh my god. Is there a key in here?
I feel it give a little bit, but it's not going all the way.
You wouldn't need a key. He's been so weak.
Shut up.
Literally what's happening.
My far more strength is failing me right now.
It's funny because you're the one that opened the hatch in the first place. Because all of us failed.
Shit. I'm gonna try one more time.
Right. Put all your strength into it.
Oh, really, this time I actually put all my strength into it.
A regular amount of strength.
You clench real hard, and then you're able. It gives.
I got it.
And you break your thumb.
Fuck. I'll put it back in place.
You don't have bones.
Yeah, exactly.
It just falls off.
Shit. Picks up the piece of slime, puts it back in my like Play-Doh, mixing different pieces, play it again, and just rolls it. Perfect.
Changes color for a minute, then goes back to the normal color.
Yep.
And as the door opens, everyone's hit with the pungent smell of rot.
That's fantastic.
I grab my clothes and my items real quick.
Yes.
Your clothes. Okay.
Yeah. His body just looks like a mannequin's body right now. It's no actual like. He's got the general shape of a chest. That's that's it. Everything else is just mannequin.
And all. As you all enter the flower shop, it is a flower shop that is in disrepair.
Random thing, but part of me is wondering if prestidigitation would help at least cover the spell for like a little bit.
Uh,
I would say no.
Yeah, I
Just
figured it would.
the
But
amount of rotting.
It might for you, maybe.
foliage.
But what if 2 prestidigitations?
You can cover your faces with prestidigitation. Breathe easier, knowing that you're breathing in raw air, but smells different.
Purposely goes and smells the source of the rot because prestidigitation makes it smell like fucking lavender.
For most part, art kit's probably just covering your nose or something.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was just slowly trying to accept it and get used to it.
Don't worry, guys. I have resistance to poison and acid. Not disease, though.
Which is what you
care about disease.
Whoa, plague be upon you.
You guys care about disease as well, Weasel.
Start looking around, I guess. Is there any dead bodies in here?
Oh, looking around, there
Or
are no dead
special
bodies.
items?
There are no dead bodies. But looking around, you do notice all the flowers that are in here, or at least once were in here, were roses. Though they all have wilted and rotted away.
Is this some sort of imagery I'm missing? Or symbolism?
A bunch of dead flowers.
This place is creepy and decaying. Yeah, wow. Real fucking...
Yeah, on the nose.
So secret.
I
I already know that.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Wait, isn't... Wait, I almost let my meta knowledge slip in. Damn it.
Is there anything useful here?
You know that you're normally not able to get inside of the flower shop.
So there's probably a special Easter egg.
Whatever.
Interesting.
It's normally just a point of interest for navigation.
Interesting. There might be useful tools in here.
This is where he stores all of the tools. It's in the place you can't go.
Are there any tools in here? Like maybe that are just here because of like filler?
Looking around, The most interesting
Maybe a
tools that
sickle?
you find are like general gardening tools. Not a sickle, that's for harvesting.
There a
You
hoe?
find like not a hoe because that's for harvesting.
A mini hoe?
Yeah, you find like a hand shovel.
I think that might be genuinely useful.
You mean a trowel?
There's also a trowel.
Bless you.
That's what he thinks about your trowel.
Yeah.
He sneezes on your trowel.
Yeah, a trowel. I'm gonna call it a hand shovel, cause I don't give a shit.
Yeah, let's get that trowel, which I definitely don't have a full shovel, so we'll get that.
Congratulations, you now have hand shovel.
Sweet. Who wants that?
Does anyone want this hand shovel?
We need a trowel.
No, I mean a hand shovel.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The shovel that you hold. Anyone want this or not?
You hold all shovels with your hand. What are you talking about? How's he going to use them?
Hun, it's mine. I actually don't need it though, because I have my
I'll
loot.
take.
So...
Give.
Oh, you take it.
Give me the item.
I'll give
No,
you
you
the item.
I already have a shovel. So.
Arguing over the semantics of it, just give it to me.
How else are we supposed to distract ourselves from the fact that we're probably going to die from this horrific game?
I'm trying to spend as much time delaying the inevitable death.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is the dungeon where we're dying.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, we should probably go to number 3.
And there was nothing else on here, Rian, of interest that we knew of.
We were never supposed to be here.
Not that you know of.
Okay. Wait, did we ever actually go to number 1?
Number 1's where we started.
Number 1's where you guys found Kate.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did we actually go inside the church? I don't think we did we?
No.
No, you do not.
We're not
Yeah,
allowed
I'm
to
good. I'm good. I don't want to go in. I don't like churches. They scare me.
I also don't like churches.
Let's go to
Terrifying.
Kate as well.
Gonzalez Mexican restaurant.
Yeah, let's get some Mexican.
Maybe they got some leftover tacos.
Probably all rotten by now.
Don't spoil the fun. Yeah, though, aren't they? They're all gone.
Let's get some of the most famous Mexican dish, nachos.
Definitely not American creators.
As you
Authentic Mexican.
As you make your way,
Really trying to ask you in 2000s.
as you make your way down Sanders Street, you do come across whenever it does intersect with Lindsay. Lindsay. In a curve off, I'll just go. You all do see a fairly large streak of blood heading down that way.
Like that.
And for those that have a passive perception over 12, you swear you see a figure moving that direction.
Was there blood in the game?
Was that here in the game, Ran?
Yes.
No, was there blood in the game room?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good to know.
What's that? Why is there blood? Why was there a figure all the way down there?
What figure?
There was a figure down there.
I don't know. Also, the blood is probably just to increase suspense for the game.
Yeah, but there was a figure down that way.
That's probably the same reason.
Yeah, but
Remember, it's a video.
Fucking monster.
Yeah, that's the point.
Carry on.
Do you not play horror games?
I try not to.
Like 50% of the game is trying to build up suspense, and then it's just fear.
This is no layers of fear.
I'm a good boy. I don't do drugs, I don't drink, and I don't play horror games or watch horror movies.
The 3 sins.
You're a good boy.
I'm
are
also
you?
a virgin, so.
Oh,
What?
That's a
that one's
I just looked
good.
at you.
Christian, is that
Good
by choice?
What?
Is that by choice?
No.
Oh, okay, that's what.
Looks
Yeah,
down,
that's-
sad.
You know, this conversation's getting weird.
Oh fuck!
Oh
I
yes,
forgot
there
you're
is a
minor.
child here.
My bad. I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
That's
To be
gonna
honest,
happen. It's
a
gonna happen.
child that's in modern day high school probably used.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
You get used to it in 8th grade.
Collectively remembers there's a 15-year-old. Like, oh, frick.
But now Kate has a reason to bully him. Like all 15-year-olds.
Well,
Funny, because most 15-year-olds
I was a
nowadays.
pretty good kid.
Most 15-year-olds nowadays have gotten have already beaten people that are my age.
Yeah.
I'd rather not think about that.
I just remember
that
that
right there.
whole thing when people would just bully people for not fucking. Just kind of dumb.
Yeah, it's like, maybe I don't want to fuck. I'm sorry, I didn't want to fuck that random person. So I'm sorry. Ah, you beat me to it.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
anyways.
It's the wrong bit.
Yeah, you weren't just pretty much eaten by cops. Less beaten and more just left.
But I think any of us are black, so we're fine.
But you come across those streaks of blood on the ground.
It's the year 2000 with it. It's just how it is. Straight up.
Very true.
Have you seen anyone play Vice City or San Andreas?
Yeah.
Vice City, yes. I play that every little bit.
I'm just gonna ignore that blood streak and go into the Mexican restaurant and get a taco.
If you don't want to be afraid, just ignore anything that could possibly cause you fear.
Which is
This
everything.
entire place costs me fear.
Yeah, that is the point, yeah.
Don't worry, you can just press the digitation net. Boom, it's gone.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna... Okay.
I'm not gonna lie
That's out
though,
of
I
character.
do like
That's out of character.
one of those things where I'm terrified, but I'm finding this strange addiction of being terrified.
Yeah, I think that's how horror games work, generally.
I've never played
People
horror
that like
games.
them.
so I
Anyway.
wouldn't know.
Generally not a fan, to be honest. I just played it because I was bored as fuck. So...
Is there anyone in the taco place? Is there any tacos in the taco place?
There probably are tacos. You probably don't want to eat them.
As you head to the taco place, the rain starts to pour. As it starts to pour
Hung
down
out.
rain,
Oh.
Bit wet.
Raise.
the rain happens.
Guys, we should get inside.
Why?
What?
It's
No
raining.
shit.
So?
Rain.
Would you rather be wet,
I,
Mr. Smith? Do you prefer to be wet than dry, Mr. Smith?
who doesn't prefer being wet?
You're a psychopath.
I'm going inside.
Still a 15-year-old here.
What are you talking about? I just like being in the rain. Not like dancing? It's great.
Singing in the rain.
Squints.
With your phone and your weapons, they're going to get soggy.
He doesn't have weapons.
Well, my phone is in my pocket where it's dry, and my weapons don't exist anymore.
None of you spend enough time out in the rain.
If
You'll
you just,
catch a cold, Mr. Smith.
I physically cannot catch colds.
Have you been on the
Kate.
Matrix before, Chris?
Kate, do not take after this man. You do not want to catch a cold.
Yeah, trust me, I'm not.
Good decision.
Why would you follow anyone's?
Mr. Anderson, we've been expecting you.
Anyway,
Anyways, we go
Open-
inside, question mark.
Immediately looks around for not spoiled tacos.
you're gonna be in so long.
Well, he's gonna do it anyways.
You get one of those things.
Please, tacos.
Can I have a taco? Or it can be spoiled.
Please,
One of those.
please,
Can't have
tacos.
Or human flesh.
No.
It's a horror game. Standard.
As
Icky.
you get to the Mexican restaurant. Yeah, you get to the door and looking at it. Seems normal.
Pristine?
Not pristine. You see the windows and the glass door pretty much have been laid over with newspapers. It's kind of
That's
hiding what's
strange.
inside.
Alright. Guess we look around in the taco shack.
Yeah, I think anyone's there. I think it might be closed.
Is this door locked too?
Yeah, the door is locked, yes.
Tacos so big.
You could go in there, but we can't see.
Need a taco.
I'm saying if you get attacked, just let us know and we can break the window.
I
If
wonder
you
if
get
the DM is
attacked,
nice enough to
scream
at least give us our last
extremely
meal
loud.
before we die.
There's probably no food in there. Also, if you're hungry, I have granola bar.
Oh shit, you do?
Yeah. Also ramen. We have ramen as well.
Oh fuck, man. I can really go for some ramen.
It's a good thing we went on that shopping trip. I feel like we're going to be here a while.
That's right. Yeah, cool.
I'll just take the granola bar. Granola bar's easier.
Yeah, I'll hand it a granola bar.
Sweet. Opens granola bar. I'm satisfied.
Happiness.
It's not a taco, but it's something.
So you don't open taco doors.
No.
Doors to taco heaven.
Though it is tempting. I do not.
Are we supposed to go? Is it supposed to be open?
You know that you never go into this place during playing the game.
Yeah, we never go. Or actually thinking there might be knives on there.
It is a restaurant.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So we might actually get some weapons that some people can use.
And I suppose we should head in. Check.
Yeah.
We'll
Hey, look at you.
slide under the door again. And then unlock the door from the inside.
Yeah.
Alright.
I have to do an athletics again.
Yep. Also, whenever you enter into this place, you smell horrendous things.
Oh.
It's very similar to the rot. meat rot instead of plant rot,
Just food.
Uh,
Right? Yeah.
which is horrendous
Yeah.
compared. And with a 10, yeah, you can't get it open.
Please open it up. I don't want to be here alone. Tries it again.
Hey, maybe you just go to the kitchen and try and find some knives, and then come back.
Astro, what's your passive perception's 14, correct?
Yeah.
Just swear that you hear like wings, like the slight flutter of wings, like very similar to like a cockroach. You know how they flutter their wings every little bit just to do it. Something very similar to that, but a lot louder.
Oh shit! I just heard something.
Sounds like it's a big cockroach.
Turns around.
Yeah, you look around. Roll me a perception check. Hey, you can't see anything.
Well,
But you swear you heard it. You can't hear it anymore.
Wants to open the door again.
You quickly start trying to open the door. Yeah, you're at this point. Yeah, you're with this
The fear
newfound
fueled him.
fear welling. Yeah, the fear is welling up as you quickly
Get the fuck out of here!
unlock the door and open
fuck,
it.
Fuck those tacos. I don't want them.
We don't need the tacos. It's the knives we want.
Yeah, as soon as the door opens, rushes out, grabs clothes. Nah, ain't going back in there. Fuck that.
But you're the one who needs weapons.
Oh, I got magic.
Right, but you like to use rapiers. And
That's true.
I'm mainly thinking of you when it comes to this.
There's something in there. I heard it, like flying. It sounded like a big fucking cockroach.
Okay. How big does this restaurant look, like square feet wise?
It looks. I don't fucking know. Like it's a nice sized Mexican restaurant. It's enough to for
Is
a
it
town.
smaller
It's the
than
only Mexican restaurant in a white person town, so it's pretty well. It's pretty big.
Is it smaller than 60 feet?
Smaller than 60 feet? No,
the furthest.
It is bigger.
It's bigger than 60 feet. Jeez.
Maybe. Give me a second. Let me.
I can tell you right now, it's probably not bigger than 60 feet.
Like, which part you like? Where you are here? Like
From where
radius?
from the door.
Fucking-
60-foot aura cover that entire location.
Not the entire place. More because it's wide-wise. It's not that wide. It's
Long.
major length. Long boy.
Yeah. Okay. Can you? For some reason, Discord doesn't silence the whistles when it should. Well, I could see there are any dead fiends or celestials in there. Let's get closer, and if there's any
I doubt there are any celestials in there.
We don't know.
Is God here?
So technically,
God
like some gods who are like evil and they create celestials.
No.
Which can be seen as demons and things. Anyway, yeah, we should probably head in, stick together. Maybe a couple of you stay outside. Make sure the door stays open.
All right.
Who's gonna
I'll
do?
stay out here.
Okay.
Gonna let the kid go inside with everybody else.
You don't have to if you don't want, but I didn't think you would want to stay out here with me, so.
Yeah.
That wasn't in character.
As As you step inside. Hey.
But yeah, Kate would be okay with going inside.
Okay.
Now Astro's outside alone.
So
Yeah.
Staying outside.
Astro, the person that's seen the weird shadow figure walking away, is now outside alone, where you could barely see, like,
Yeah,
at
hence
this
I'm saying
point,
who's
like
staying outside.
15 to 20 feet away from you.
Because we're never being alone.
Is my mic working?
Now
it is.
Oh, great, because I said I would stay out with him.
Okay, there we go.
There we go.
We're not.
He got very sad, so I went, oh, fine, I'll stay out with you then.
We can never be alone. I feel like that should be an unwritten rule. That should have been clear.
Adventurer's Code.
Never be alone or fucking die.
Two together or
Yeah.
die.
Just make sure the door stays open. That's the only thing that matters.
Gotcha.
But yeah, we'll try and head to the kitchen and look for knives, as many as we can, and then immediately head out.
As you step in, those of you that have a passive perception, over 14,
I don't.
is that anyone that's in the search?
I have 15.
Alright. You.
Also Juno.
And you also, you hear this flutter of wings, and with a 15, you hear a little bit more, not just one set of flutters, it's a few flutters of just, kinda like that, just a lot of them at the same time.
I know exactly what you're talking about. It's the worst sound in existence. I hate you because you reminded me. You reminded me of it.
Just pause for like a second, like it kind of like I guess in a whisper. It's like, yeah, no, there's more than what he heard.
Yeah, we should probably be quick then, because those weapons will be very useful, and if we don't have them, it could be worse. So,
I would like to ready my action to firebolt any like weird creatures that pop out.
Yeah. Okay, are you wearing any armor?
Leather armor.
We had all of.
Unless that got taken away, I don't know.
No, your armor is still on you.
Okay.
So what armor are you wearing?
Leather.
Leather. Okay. Can you see in the dark?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna touch my armor, my breastplate, and cast light on it. It's gonna be flickering. I know.
But as you light it up, yeah, it starts to flicker and sputter.
I've also got my shield light, so.
No, you don't. Unless you pull out a lantern.
I've got two.
I have a bullseye
As in
lantern.
a lantern, not like.
They're LEDs, like
a torch. As said, they're not there. You don't have them. They disappeared.
When you say lantern, would I still have my bullseye lantern?
Bullseye lantern, you would have, yes.
Yeah.
I tossed it to Ace.
Yeah, but also, when like torches, they like stick on magnet lamps.
I know. You don't. They disappeared along with your weapon.
Not allowed.
No.
Get rid of things that are essential to the story, like weapons and flashlights. As funny as it is.
No.
As you spark up the lantern, yeah, the lantern itself, it's full on. Though you do notice that the light itself is a lot weaker than it should be, so it only reaches about half the distance it should.
Oh, okay, so it doesn't burn as much, so it would last even longer. Got it.
No, more just it's magic is dampening light here.
Why don't you just use the light spell? I know you got. I saw you using it.
Oh. I'm literally glowing right now.
But it's sputtery.
Positively
CIA
radiant.
agent. He's a CIA agent. Oh God.
What?
What?
The fuck are you talking about?
He doesn't know.
Why are we part of the CIA? I'm not stupid.
But you
We head to the kitchen as quick as we can. We find knives.
Yeah. As you get to the kitchen, yeah, your passive perception is high enough to see them. So everyone would hear them before you would see them. It's not the most pleasant feeling, Ace. Whenever you start to feel weird things crawling on your legs, just more or less up and down you.
Oh, that's
As
fun.
you look down and you see these weird malformed roach-like beetles.
Okay, word of radium.
Starting to clamp down on you.
Kill it with fire?
Word of radium. Word of radium.
Before that, they would get a lovely little surprise round on you, because you knew you were somewhere, you didn't know where.
Yep.
They were under you. They were just there.
Yeah.
They were in the kitchen, where roaches are. Hey. 21 hit.
Yeah.
Right. My D4s.
Yep.
You take 6 points of damage as these things just start crawling all over, just biting and nipping and tearing at your flesh.
Yeah. Word of radium.
I would like to use my ready to action to try and firebolt them.
They are in the kitchen.
Thought I was following.
Were you following?
For sure, yeah. I didn't say I was staying outside.
Alright.
We're not gonna separate.
Go ahead and roll it. Also, isn't Word of Radiance a saving throw?
Yeah.
Yes.
What is the save?
Con.
Oh, nice.
Hey, that's pretty good.
8-11. Assuming that doesn't beat it.
Ooh.
And a 10 misses.
Dang.
As you shoot the firebolt, they quickly spread away from the area where it's about to hit, as it hits nothing.
They say, oh shit, they got fire.
As at this point, we're going to roll it.
A spell that does all of them individually. Like, all individually.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Should we put our tokens just so we can, so we can at least get order?
Yeah. You can put them in the bottom here.
Would you like us to roll initiative as well?
If you want to.
Asher doesn't want to go in there, but if he has to, he will.
Hey, this is where I shine, weirdly enough.
I'm shining. What are you talking about?
I have a +8 to my initiative.
Oh, I can't wait for you. Yep, you failed. That's fine.
I fucking hate it so much. I have shit roll.
Look at that shine. So shiny.
Just to move these guys.
Oh, fuck, that's just too funny.
God
Play
fucking.
again?
Okay, I need to restart Windows Explorer of all things. I love it.
Why the fuck are you using Windows Explorer?
What?
Why are you
No, the actual like taskbar program and shit.
What?
The everything.
I need to restart my taskbar. You fucking.
You mean your computer?
No, taskbar.
Ace,
You know.
it is your turn.
My jacket smells like ketchup now. Great.
What? Excuse me, what?
Because I dropped my hot dog on the floor earlier, now my entire jacket smells like ketchup.
Hot dog.
Hot
Man, I
dog,
could
hot
go
dog,
for a
hot
hot dog right
diggity
now.
dog.
Same.
You better not have two flaming dogs. What? Don't look at me like that, little creep.
Ace, it is your turn.
Yeah.
Damn, don't talk to Astro. Okay?
I agree. I agree. Yeah. I'm gonna wide radius. There's not very much else I can do.
Natural 20.
Oh yeah, I kind of figured if you rolled max damage, you were gonna fail.
If only.
It just.
Where,
see
where
the
do you
bug?
go? Yeah, but what do the other bugs get though? 'Cause there are loads of them.
It is a swarm. So.
Yeah, so there's loads of them. So you should run into them.
See all the bugs simultaneously flip you off.
They're a hive mind.
June. Unless, oh
Yes.
yeah, Ace. Do you want to try and run away?
No.
Alright. Time to make some bug one-liners.
Is this bugging you?
I really should bug out, but I'm not gonna go.
Time to get the fly swatter.
Make sure that
It's
door
that-
stays open.
Did someone call for some bug spray?
Oh my god.
That would actually be really effective right now.
Okay. So they're still on the ground, right? They're skittering about.
And they're on me.
Oh.
They're on me.
You guys on me?
Can we hear this from outside?
Scream if you need any help. I hear
You should.
screaming.
They don't need any help.
We probably need help, but make sure the door stays open.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
You know, Chris, you should probably go in and help them. You're
Never
very
stop.
combat-oriented. Yeah.
Sure, if you want to be left out here alone.
Never split up.
Someone's
stay
got
out
to
there,
make
okay.
the...
Death. Fuck, we're both going.
Aren't you coming with me?
Yeah, I'm coming.
All right, I'm gonna toss another firebolt into the swarm of centipedes. I think, yeah.
Centipedes?
Not
Totally.
centipedes. They are.
Those are
roach
cockroaches.
beetle-like things.
They're
Cockroach and
millipedes.
centipede, same thing, honestly.
They are roach-like.
They are bugs.
creatures.
Killed. You know what? Doesn't matter. They're about to. Doesn't matter. They're about
It
to
doesn't
not
matter,
take
they're
any
not
damage.
about to die.
The
Yeah, they do the exact same thing and just separate. You hit nothing, and then they go back.
Can you do anything else?
No. Not with you just standing there, unfortunately.
What else am I supposed to do?
Bro.
They're physically on me.
Brush them off?
You think I've been
Stomp on them.
Use some bug spray.
Use some bug spray.
That's what they
Hey, cockroaches, bug off.
Break something.
I'm tired of your shit, Brace. That's concerning.
That's what we see.
There's a little bit better image of.
I know we don't need it, but you know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's worse.
Yes, it is. Hey.
Well, time to follow suit. Time to follow suit and firebolt. See if I can hit. Nope.
Damn, there's a lot of fire in there.
Right.
They're really cooking something up.
They do the exact same thing and just kind of separate. P4.
I feel like this is just setting the vibe for how this dungeon's gonna go, and how Bree's character that just got introduced.
Really?
And Layer's character that just got introduced is going to get.
Viable.
Also, Chris, you didn't roll initiative.
Why? I'm outside. I ain't getting involved. Fine.
So you're not going in.
Okay.
We're being abandoned by our
Kate just,
one.
Kate just
Straight.
gives an annoyed look at missing. Anyway.
Literally nothing that I can do. I don't have any spells. All my
You have
weapons
a-
have been taken from me.
You have the shovel that could probably be counted as a
Bang,
dagger.
bang.
You also are a monk.
Yeah, you're a monk. You punch.
You are a living weapon.
Physically
Fine.
can't take your weapons
You're
if you
literally
wanted to.
born for this exact situation.
This is like the monk's ideal.
Oh, melee? Okay.
Totally right before Astra.
Okay. You go before Astro. So what do you do, Chris?
I open the door.
It's already
Door's open.
The door's
door's
already
open.
open.
You close the door.
You close the door.
And
the
then
button-
open it again.
Close the door, open it again. Gotta create a bit of a breeze so the fireballs we're
someone
putting in
call
there
for
go
a-
off a bit.
A buck exterminator?
Looking inside, it pretty much just looks like you see your two party members, the newbies, just kind of shooting at Ace's feet. You can't see what's at his feet because it's separated by like a half wall where the cooks would cook, where you would see them cook, kind of like hibachi, but not as cool.
Oh great, there's something there.
Shit.
Obviously I walk in, see what's up. Oh!
Walks back out immediately.
Astro, go look at this shit.
Back out. Okay. Gonna leave, guy.
Sees big ass bugs the size of your hand biting Ace.
Says, you know, I think I'm okay with death. This is too much for me. Are you gonna kill him?
We're trying.
Alright.
Starts rooting around in his pockets, realizes he doesn't have anything except for a fucking hand trowel.
This.
Well, I'm wearing boots.
You got boots, yeah.
Could I attempt to stomp on one?
Yes, you can.
Is that a strength attack?
Kicks Ace's shin in order to get to him.
You would roll an arm strike.
How do I do that?
Oh, you should have.
It should be though. But are you using 5e tools or roll 20? Roll 20 or beyond.
I'm definitely not using Beyond.
Yeah, then probably needs to add that. Should standardly add that as a monk. That's so annoying for roll 20 when it doesn't do that.
You know that you roll 20, you have to add shit yourself, right?
Yeah, roll 20 should be on every character sheet because everyone can do it.
Well, I don't know how to do that.
It's your
Is a level 4 monk D6 or D4?
Check.
Four.
So do I roll a 1d4 then?
Yeah, 1d4 plus your dex.
You got lots of hit points.
It's added to your attacks.
1d4 is damage.
Or that's your
Been added to your attacks. It's below shotgun.
Oh, an arm strike.
Yep. Oh.
You stomp.
to what?
Stomp on some of the bugs.
You win.
And they take 3 points of damage.
Wait.
Well, both of them take 3 points of damage.
No. There's a lot of bugs, but you're only able to stomp a few of them, more because there's just so many of them.
I see.
They might be resistant to bludgeoning.
Nice. I don't have anything to even.
I mean, if they
do
are
anything
cockroaches,
else.
they do have a heart. So. Makes sense. Makes sense.
And Astreus, it is your turn.
Well,
Oh.
While you're
Okay.
outside, though, since you're the only person outside
well,
at this point,
we have
you
bonus
do
action.
notice that the fog is
Can I have
actually
bonus action to
close
attack
in a
again?
little bit on you.
It goes inside.
Okay.
The fog's closing here. What the fuck is that?
The Ray hasn't finished that turn yet.
Go on, Ray. Sorry, forgot. Monks have other things they can do.
Ray's
I
over
was gonna
here
say,
like,
I was going to look again. I was like, is it rangers that get the second attack, or is it monks as well?
So you
I
have
mean-
bonus action attack.
Technically, anybody that uses a light weapon.
Oh yeah, you miss.
Cool.
Yeah, sadly.
I stomp the first time and I slip on one of their guts.
what?
Learn to dodge.
They've learnt to dodge away from my feet.
It's like the fire bolts. They know how to just not get hit by fire bolts. That's innate. And the feet, that's a new one. Dodge that shit, no.
Dodge that shit.
That's genuinely one of my fears, by the way. Highly intelligent roachmen. If you
I'm
know, you
scared that the
know.
roach has become intelligent.
Watch the wrong anime.
Yeah.
And Astreus, it is your turn.
Vicious mockery.
Fuck you, bugs.
Hey, bro, just fuck off.
I want to make a
Roll a
character.
wisdom save.
I want to make a bard that just tells bad puns as vicious mockery.
I want an original concept.
Your mother.
I've never heard that.
Alright, they fail because they have a negative to wisdom. That's the only reason.
That's good.
As you kill one of the roaches.
No, that's
Ironic.
That's funny. Some actual comedy.
And-
Right now.
I'm assuming I had to use all my 30 feet to get in here.
Yeah. Well, not all, but the majority of it.
So do you just see your target for vicious mockery?
Yes.
Or do they just need to hear you?
To see.
You need to be able to see them, and they need to be able to hear you.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually a very specific fucking set of circumstances now that I think about it.
Vicious mockery.
Like
best
most
in
spells.
the game. I guess that's the end of my turn. I can't really do anything else.
Bug boys.
Any bonus actions you can do?
I can inspire, but do we want to use that? No. Plus, they're on you, so I don't know if that's gonna do much. The movement thing. I'm just kind of move with you.
I'm assuming a 13 doesn't hit you, Ace.
No.
And yeah, no, they are incapable of piercing your
That's fine.
armor.
Job. Yeah, I'm gonna move my shield to my leg.
Yeah.
So it's
Oh
fine.
no, they can't. Yeah, they very much. They end their turn, unable to pierce through your armor.
Number 1 victory royale. Yeah,
Anyway.
Peace.
Yeah, I think I can really do is Radiant. Oh, from an natural 20.
It is a con save, yeah.
Yes.
A 15. Does that?
Yep.
Your... Nice.
No, yeah.
Bugs. They say no.
They say no.
They've gotten real good at blocking the Jehovah's Witness that come to
my
their doors, so they just don't hear.
Can I see a block of knives?
You can see like a single worthwhile kitchen knife. The others are rusted or just completely decayed.
Doesn't make sense. That's not how knives work.
Check.
Hundreds of years.
Okay, it's my turn now, or is it still?
If you want.
It's you. You could do thing if you want.
you doing things?
Your turn.
Everybody went silent for a minute.
It's your
What?
turn. You do things.
Okay, it's my turn. Okay, okay.
Your
Uh,
dungeons?
Verdun, how resistant to fire are you?
Who?
You.
Not at all. Like,
Well, that's unfortunate.
do I look like a tiefling?
Not
Or an
really.
elf, or a fire
But I
giant?
think.
Like, what?
Well, you have a lot of armor on. I figured maybe.
That's a detriment. When it comes
Maybe.
to fire.
Anyways. I'm just gonna try and toss another firebolt into the crowd of bugs.
Let's see where this goes.
Oh, hey.
That hits. That hits.
At last.
Yeah,
Hey,
the
slightly
fire
above everything.
hits into actually a large clumping of them.
Not resistant to fire.
As they are light. There are not as many of them anymore, though they are still a few, and they are still alive, hungering for
So nibbling.
blood.
Menacingly.
Again.
Wait. Good. You hit a single bug.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Just on form as per usual. Oh, that's good.
That single bug dies horrifically.
just I twitch like.
Oh, fuck, this is so fun.
Chris, it's your turn.
I'm drawing that later.
One bug dead.
Just keep me alive from my game, I say. You hit? No damage. Oh, that's baffling. Chrissy?
Chris, it's your turn.
Kristen?
Megan.
Chris Griffin.
We have a Chris as well, I don't know. It's fine. No more Chris names. Christine?
Ray from those non-canon Star Wars movies.
That's so Raven?
There you go.
Hey, there we go. Quality. Quality.
On.
Everybody loves Raymond.
There we go. That's quality.
I prefer that, so Raven.
Right? Are you alive?
I take pictures of them and
I
swear.
talk to his sister.
Mm.
Do we want to
Ray.
speak to her?
Ray stares into the distance as Astraeus.
Damn.
It's your turn.
We'll try to maneuver around to get into the back kitchen.
Alright.
Walk into the back kitchen. Okay.
So I can get that fucking knife. Or look for knives, I guess.
You see a single worthwhile knife.
Can I get it?
Two.
You can.
I will guard the door.
Oh, okay. You're back. You can do a thing as Astraeus runs over to grab a knife.
A knife. No.
I'll put your turn on hold.
I'm gonna say I'll stand in the doorway of the kitchen to make sure nothing gets through and tries to nibble at his ankles while he's looking for a knife.
But we're all in the kitchen.
Pretty much everyone's in the kitchen at
But
this point.
I will stand next to him to make sure nothing fucking comes for him.
Okay.
Standing.
And then Astraeus, you do find yourself a knife. A single nice knife. Others seem to be in shit shape.
Damn, sorry about that. Grabs the knife and giggles.
Just would be classed as like a survival knife, right?
When it has the rough stats of a survival knife, though it does not have the covert ability.
Makes sense.
Or the thrown ability.
Oh, a dagger.
You can throw a kitchen knife.
Not effectively, because it's not
you
weighted
can.
properly. You could throw it a whole 5 feet away, sure.
So I got a dagger.
Yeah.
It's a knockoff survival knife. Dagger, yeah.
It's a dagger without throwing.
Hell yeah. Do I have a movement to go over to Ace and stab a bug?
You do. Yeah.
Perfect. I go over and yeah, go stab a bug. I have proficiency in kitchen knives.
You do hit a bug.
You hit a bug. A single bug.
6.
As you just, how do you want to do this to the 3 remaining bugs?
I just do just a wide slash to get them all, while expertly not slashing Ace's calf.
It's like you're playing Fruit Ninja.
League of Legends.
Yes.
Yeah, just
Nah, it's
quickly
Fruit
move
Ninja,
forward
man.
so he doesn't actually cut me.
Yeah. Shield's already on your legs, so it works out.
Just slides around a little bit. Okay.
And you're able to cut through all 3 in one fell swoop.
Just does a whoa sound.
As the bugs fucking die.
Cool.
I did it.
So we found the knife. That's good.
Yeah.
Should we check if there's anything else here, though?
By the way, the fog is closing in on.
Well, that's about right.
Nice.
It's probably because we're faffing about and the DM's annoyed.
As you search around restaurant, the only thing you find are rotted meats and half-degraded utensils.
Is there a meat that isn't right?
No, there is not.
Are there plates that we could use to throw at people?
There are.
Well, they're steak knives.
Some plates. As stated, all the other knives, besides the one cooking knife that you found, have degraded.
Who are you gonna throw them at, Astro?
Not you.
Good.
Yeah.
Unless you turn on us.
The plot twist.
It would track.
I was the dungeon master.
Well, okay, we got one weapon.
Success. Dagger.
Any mild injuries? That's good.
I will
Not.
not.
I'm fine for now. You have limited resource.
I will not heal you.
Also, if I remember, there are healing items here, so we might be able to find them.
Yeah, like Resident Evil, where you just like.
Yeah, very similar. They're very similar games.
Pour the stuff on your hand, or you literally just reattach your
Wow.
hand.
You don't say.
You can roll a history check if you want.
If I remember in
comes to
Resident Evil, you
healing
just mush parts into a bottle and then you just drink the
The juice.
You literally just pour it over your hand. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, actually.
That's in Resident Evil.
The new one.
The one in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The one before Village.
the one where you're in Louisiana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The murder family.
The Baker farmhouse. It's the ones before and
The
the
one where you
remakes
get your
you've got the
hand
herbs
cut
and
off
you
in the
stick it
first
in
10
a
minutes.
test tube.
The one
Isn't
where
it the one where you
Ethan,
get your hand cut off?
the
I
one
am
where
confused.
Ethan Winters first appeared.
But he just
I'm-
pours water over his hand. And he goes, yeah, this feels good.
I'm confused where they get the test tube from and how they turn the plant from a plant into a liquid. There's no. It's just done magically, which is weird. But you know.
He just shakes it really, really hard. He
Yeah,
shakes it so hard it liquefies.
And turns into a test tube. Yeah.
Yep. That's how it goes, you know?
I thought it was a spray can.
That's a different.
That's health spray from the older games.
Yeah, that's a different form of healing. There's many different types.
Honestly, though, if we had health spray, that'd be pretty dope.
If you're talking about Far Cry, it's somewhat similar, except you're just ripping shards of glass and bullets out of your hand.
Yeah.
Or resetting your thumb for some
Or
reason
just, like,
after you've been shot.
Yeah. You've been
Reset.
shot in the head, gotta reset. my
After a
thumb.
tiger attack.
Yeah.
Get shot with flamethrower, resets thumb. Okay.
Yeah. Well, let's go to the next restaurant and see if we can find another knife.
Oh, boy.
Whenever you
Robot.
started talking about healing
robot.
items.
What did you say, Ron?
Roll me a history check whenever it comes to healing items. Yeah, alright. With the 19, I'd say you know you've missed at least healing items so far.
How many?
2.
Where?
I won't say where, but you know that it just kind of clicks that, yeah, no, I missed some, I remember. Can't some up at this point in the game.
Were they on the road?
No.
Yes.
They are in town. They're not on the road that it took to get to town.
We just entered town. What the fuck?
I know, right? I know, right?
What?
Yeah.
What's the
Man.
locations?
The tutorial.
At least we went to the location. What
They
location?
They were not at the observation deck. They were not at the church. They were not on Willis Road.
Yeah, they were literally from where we are. In
The only
between.
place that we missed it, that we didn't look was the bathroom.
No, we got the map from there.
Everything was in the bathroom. Oh,
It's literally
God.
from in between here,
I thought we came
And-
from the bathroom.
the flower shop.
I was going to ask, can we check the bathroom, but we just came from there, so I thought we already looked around last session.
Also, Rin is
Pretty
saying that the items are here. Within
So pretty much the areas that you have
line.
searched is that black line.
This line is where the items are. Is what he's saying. What the fuck?
I'm saying that there are items that you could have found at this point in the game.
On that line.
Around that line, yes. I'm not even bullshitting. I have every item mapped
Didn't
out
we know
where
that
they
one?
are in the game.
Well, I guess we better get searching.
Was it just laying on the ground?
Probably.
Maybe.
Let's go search on the ground, see if there's any healing items.
Everyone, please roll me an investigation check.
Hey, question: would a passive investigation of 14 work?
No.
Suck.
Not for finding healing items.
I'm gonna-
unless
Actually,
there's a
scratch
very
that.
obvious
Sorry, scratch
indication.
that. Scratch that. Would a passive investigation of 17 work? Sorry.
Not for if they are in buildings and in generally obvious locations, yes. Though
Okay.
not whenever you're out on the town. And they're
Yeah,
just kind of
I'm
hidden.
helping the wizard.
Okay. I'll roll again, I guess. Hey.
Alright. Yeah, searching around, you backtrack a little bit. You go a little bit further down the street. Damn it.
Literally backtrack.
Quite literally. You go a little bit further down the street. And then you go a little bit this way. This is where you also find some other things.
I love finding other things.
I feel like finding those things is probably bad, but okay.
These obstructions are obstructions on the road that do not allow you to pass.
So we go over them.
Yeah, the red squiggles are how they are in the map in the game, so that's how they're gonna be.
I like it.
So I say we go around, and then that.
You gotta remember,
Consider-
you're in a town. There's buildings between you. You
Yeah,
can't
also
get through.
we just climb over the roadblockers.
Yeah.
I assume the
Generally,
roadblockers
aren't they just literally? Yeah, weren't they literally just
Hmm.
fucking wrecked cars?
Some of them, yeah.
I'll be right back.
If I remember, these two are just cars that have just been parked in wacky ways, and this one I think is like a roadblock, a normal police roadblock.
But I want to check all of their boots for tire irons.
None of them have tire irons.
Damn it!
Tires,
That's great.
but not tire irons. Also,
so
you would find this thing here. Which seems to be a medikit. As you open it, there seems to be a swirling red liquid that's in a vial. And
boy.
And this one, there just seems to be just a random vial laying down in the street.
What could that be?
Pick it up.
It could be anything. I don't know what this is. What is this?
In game, it's called a health drink.
Oh, this is
And,
oh boy.
And this is just a healing potion, or it could be poison.
This is a health drink, and this is a first aid kit. That's what they call them in the game. In this game, anyone here that have any general healing knowledge? Whenever it comes to herbalism?
No.
And or alchemist kit?
I mean, maybe? I don't know. Would a harvesting kit count towards anything regarding that?
Alchemist.
Herbalism or alchemist?
I do have survival, though.
Again,
alchemist.
Two specific things.
And Chris, did you say that you had?
What's up? Hello?
Right?
Oh no, my sister asked me how the dog was because she's sitting next to me, and I just responded with yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Alright,
Very confusing, all things considered.
For those that
Apologies.
think they can do it, you can roll an Arcana check.
Okay.
I got a 1 to that one. I ain't doing shit.
Nice. With a 12, you're pretty sure they're healing potions.
Probably a healing potion.
Yeah, there were healing items in the game. Yeah.
Checks out.
Which one is more effective, Ren?
You know, the health drink only healed a little bit. First aid kit held all right, and then you know that there is a really big healing item called hyper spray, which healed a fuck ton.
Okay. So, this little drink, this bigger drink, and then there's another one that's better. But yeah, little big.
So in the sense, you have a healing potion and a greater healing potion.
Okay.
Delete and delete.
So no, we will hold on to those.
I will not be warning you of other healing items from now on. We'll need to search for them.
Just say we just search everywhere.
And you will tell me when you search, and in a general area around your token, I will tell you if there are things.
Every
nearby.
road we go on.
That's it. You gotta tell me. I'm not gonna automatically do it.
But I'm telling you right now, for every road we go on.
No.
Yep.
Sadly, you do not have auto search function in this PS2 game, so you have
But
to do
you
it.
can actively search every road we go on.
Tell me whenever you search. Actively
Now.
search.
All the time.
You gotta tell me.
Whatever. I am like right now.
I'm not going to tell you you come across a potion whenever you're just walking by it. You're gonna actively have to investigate to
I'm
find
aware.
them.
Just tell us when we need to roll. Because
I
we're
am
gonna...
investigating my surroundings.
You find nothing.
God damn it.
Whenever we go to a place we haven't been before, we all roll an investigation.
Just say it then.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the thing. You're gonna have to say that. I would like to investigate, and then
I would like to investigate these
We
nuts.
just don't investigate every time. Just tell us when we investigate.
No.
No, my nuts.
And yeah, you all reach location number 4, which is Cafe Texan.
Texan? I don't.
Texan? Oh no, not Texas.
I hate Texas.
Texas is a dangerous place. Oh no.
You know what else is a dangerous place? Silent Hill.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's. They've got a point. Oh boy.
Yeah, it's always bad, pretty much.
I'm so smart.
Oh.
Good job, Ray.
Sure.
Good
Sure.
job.
Yippee!
Yippee!
Yay. Alrighty. And yeah, reaching Cafe Texan. Looking around, it's very similar to the restaurant below. Just a lot more decrepit.
You're decrepit.
Let's head in.
Your mom's decrepit. Decrepit.
Good job.
Shut up! Sure, I just cut out for the last 10 seconds there. All I heard was,
Yeah, you did.
Your mum's decrepit.
I was struggling to say decrepit.
That was the important part, so it's fine.
Is Gabe talking for y'all, or is he
No.
Silent Boy?
Also, Vega,
No.
you should totally look at DMs if you haven't already.
Then do it.
I haven't. I'm busy doing things with
take
my
a-
computer.
I must say,
No,
you should take
My
a quick
computer is
peek if you can.
screwing itself up. I will attempt.
Yeah, we go in.
Is the door locked?
Hi, Umbry.
Hi.
Now the door.
It's not going to work on me anymore. Because I'm always going to be expecting it.
Anyways, yeah, is the door locked?
It's wide open. I'm
The door
freezing.
is locked.
Of course it's locked. They're all locked. The deserted
look-
town.
Looks at the slime guy.
You see, Slime Boy's distraught. He's so worried he's not talking right now.
Gabe.
Gabe is fucking dead. I killed him,
Gabe.
sorry. You can get out of that crack, can't you?
Gabe.
Stop looking at me like that. You're too cute. Die, die, die.
Okay then, Jesus.
Yes, I'm
She's
between
been
3 and 4.
fucking sitting next to me, just staring at me for the entire time I've been on playing fucking DnD. I look up from my computer over at her, and she'll just be staring at me.
Yeah, so in between 3 and 4, I'm going to be helping Juno investigate.
Gabe.
Three. Okay, we're
I've returned.
Oh,
we're doing
dude,
another
BRB.
investigation.
Go ahead and roll investigation.
He's using the help action, right?
Yeah.
There's another locked
no,
door that you have to
wait.
go under.
It's the same fucking thing. Whatever. 19 plus 2.
I'll go under.
5. I accidentally clicked history. It's the same stat. Don't worry about it.
You find nothing.
Very sad.
Okay, door.
Yep. I go under the door.
Yep, sliding under the door. The same, not the same spell, but similar, hits you as the pungent rot hits your smelly organ.
Probably more of
Since
a
you don't have a nose.
The eggs.
The howling.
Go ahead and make an athletics check. See if you
Okay.
can unlock the door.
Yep.
I believe in you.
Do you believe in magic?
As you try, you just can't get it unlocked. You're trying your damnedest.
Yeah, can someone
I
remind me
will.
if we ever get out of here when we go to Walmart to get crowbar to keep it?
Why don't you use the pickaxe as a crowbar?
I've got that as well, but crowbar's just more effective for specific things.
And just hope that it doesn't get, taken off us when we enter a video game world. Stop whinging at me! Sorry, the dog's
one
actually
more
moving at me.
I love it you say that as you're whinging.
I
The
don't
dog's
know what
moaning at me.
With a 16, you are able to unlock the door.
Voila.
Opening it, everyone gets a good whiff.
Yeah, it smells like all the other things in this town. Puff.
Rotten and decayed.
You get used to it after a while.
Yeah, you get better immersion in this though, at least.
I'm okay with not being immersed.
So yeah, so is there anything useful in this place?
Searching around. Go ahead and roll me a investigation check.
Oh, I'm gonna help the wizard.
Yippee!
With a 12, you find nothing. The only thing that you notice is the fluttering of wings.
No.
Around you.
Count.
Count. We have as a counter spell.
Yeah, but they're not attacking yet.
Yeah.
Searching around, yeah. The quick search gives you nothing.
Can I see them?
Looking around, roll a perception check.
Probably okay.
With a 12, you are unable to see them.
Dude, what are you looking for?
I hear bad things. I hear the same sound. Oh God.
So you're saying we should bug out?
Sorry, clicked that twice by accident. It's the ketchup that's underneath my keypad.
Yeah, blame the ketchup, right? Okay.
It fucking is and all. I can see it in the cracks, but I can't get to it.
Yeah, blame
Take your keys off the keyboard and scoop it
It's
out.
a laptop.
Okay, and
suck it out.
So it's possible, but harder. Also, you could say, technically that would work.
It would work, but I'd rather kill myself than do that. Sorry.
Why? Because you haven't cleaned your keyboard in years, so it has like crumbs and shit.
Why would anyone clean their keyboard?
I don't even use this laptop. The only reason I even brought it with me today is so I could play D&D, and now it's ketchup in the side of the keypad.
I consistently clean mine because my room gets very dusty.
I haven't opened this in a good couple of months, mainly because when I did open it, it had Homestuck open.
I kind of just tilt my keyboard over and just slap the back of it a little bit.
And I think that's going to dislodge ketchup.
No.
Here's a fun
Well,
fact
I
for your
also
end.
don't eat ketchup.
Sounds like a good thing.
Sure, you can put a keyboard, whatever it's not plugged into anything, one of those through a washing machine. No, not a washing machine.
No.
A dishwasher.
No.
Yes, you can.
You can, but you shouldn't.
Why not?
You can if you don't want it to work again afterwards.
You don't dry it properly, then it will be fucked.
Exactly. Dry it properly.
Yeah,
Right.
fuck that.
But you don't know
I'll
when
just-
it's
Leave it to drip dry.
I'll just slap the back of it.
Okay, here's how I dry mine. Are you ready? It's the easiest thing in the world. I leave it outside because it's Texas and it gets like several hundred degrees.
Congrats for
outside.
being in Texas. Like, what the fuck? I live in England.
Yippee!
Put it. Get an electrical heater and put it in front of that.
It's more likely to get more wet outside.
You know what? He's right. He's right, and I hate it. You should move to Australia. You'd fit right in.
No, I just removed my keys, and then just clean it.
Yeah, but
It's not the keys though. It's the touchpad. You can't remove the touchpad.
You can. It's just
yeah, but that's a lot of work.
But you can do that with laptops, but it's just annoying. It's a lot of work.
Also, it's kind of finicky to get them back on.
Yeah, just get a new laptop. It's
it's cheaper.
Anyway, a 16 to perception. Does that help?
Yeah, you would notice the bugs that are on the ceiling looking down at you. Not doing anything. It seems to be like about 2 large groupings of them just staring.
There's bugs on the roof.
I see.
Astral, don't look up.
I'm not looking it up.
We should bug out.
I have an intense desire to just.
You cannot burn this place down.
Why wouldn't I?
Because it may fuck up the story. And if we don't finish the story, we can't get out of here.
How do we know that?
I don't know. Exactly the point. We don't know.
Also, if we continue on the story, didn't you say that you're gonna die?
No.
Depends on the ending.
Yeah. When I played it, I didn't die. I was just horrifically scarred mentally.
We should go for the.
So that's already
dog
happened.
ending.
So it's fine.
Well, how about I just like squish them?
How about we just leave?
Okay.
We just leave and then not have an issue.
So much. They don't deserve to exist.
They're a creation of someone's imagination.
Already heading towards the door.
That person needs to be in a mental hospital.
That's why we're dealing with them. That's the entire point of them.
Are you sure you know what dungeons are?
It's probably because they had like the original dungeons, which were very simple and just like mobs and creatures. Like these, the newer ones, very weird every time, without exception.
Well, the reason why the newer ones are weird are because people have gotten weird.
Yeah, exactly. Like
people shape the dungeon.
I don't know what you're talking about. Looks at the entire party who is just fucking weird.
I'm the only normal one. What do you mean?
No.
How old are you?
Time traveler?
If anything, I'm the only normal one here, but okay.
Nah.
Listen,
Okay, Mr. Pound of Bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the stereotypical American.
That's not normal.
It's very normal.
Actually, no, that's not normal.
It's very normal. I don't know.
No, it isn't.
Americans aren't normal.
You need to watch.
Source, I'm American.
You need to watch Parks and Rec, right?
Huh?
Anyway.
I don't want to hear it from
Onward.
beans on toast, okay?
Have you had beans on toast?
You know,
Yeah.
I've heard it's actually really fucking good.
It's not.
It's glorious. Shut the fuck up,
It's
Brain.
it's really not.
Stop lying to these people.
Stop lying to yourself.
Stop propagating false propaganda.
Ray,
okay?
what would you say is a good like UK specific food?
Fish and chips with mushy peas.
Like the mushy pizza, kind of.
That sounds good.
I've been told many times that I make a really good fish and chips.
Can it technically be in other places because it's been
Pretty sure I've had fish and chips before.
Yeah, because they stole our. It's the only cuisine we have, and they stole it. Which we respect them for it because.
It's not like it's that hard to make fish and chips.
But yeah, no, it's not that hard. But it's more about the batter. And...
Actually, fish and French fries. Thank you.
No.
fish and French fries. What kind of fucking chips are you having with it? We don't have those dinky little efforts. We have proper chips.
You have steak chips with fucking fish.
Steak chips.
Listen, bro, this is America. We're the cheapest fuckers.
They have to be an inch thick. Otherwise, you're just wasting people's time.
Black pudding is pretty good.
That is one of the greatest foods.
Never had it.
Black puddings.
You're
I don't like it when customers come to the fucking cafe and go, "Can I? Hey, could I have a some extra blood pudding with that?" And I'll be
Guys,
like, "Just call it its name."
Guys, I beat the DM at Tic Tac Tony's telling me to die.
What?
I
We
beat him
tell
at...
you to die?
No! No! Don't worry, there's video proof.
It's actually garbage at tic-tac-toe. Good to know.
There's video proof, Ren.
There's a scientific way to always win at tic-tac-toe, by the way.
It's a basic way. You just block people. All you have to do is block.
Oh.
That's
Yeah,
the only way you...
There's a difference. There's a way to always
hang on,
win.
Hang on. How I did was, I think, like that, I think here, and then here.
Here, here, and here.
You know what concerns me about black pudding is the blood part.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Anyways, we want to continue because...
You know what's in black pudding?
Because,
So the
like,
game-
I'm going to have to switch over to mobile really soon.
No.
Oh my god, just like me for real.
Yeah,
the only difference is I can't talk or see roll 20.
Understandable.
Unless someone screen shares.
Yeah, who would do that? Weird. Let's go to 5 then. Yeah. And on the way, I'm going to help the wizard search.
Okay.
Did we ever find the healing stuff? So I wasn't here.
Yeah,
Mention
they were down
Oh, you know-
here and here.
Here, do notice some things. As you on the right turn, you do. Those of you that have a passive perception of 14 or higher, do notice that weird shadow, weird figure in the fog. Continue to move this way. Upside to that, you will find some strange things.
I was terrified for a second wondering the dog was. She's under the table.
Standard dog things.
What the?
Oh my god, we're boozing, boys.
You were able to find a few of those few healing potions. So add 4.
Ooh.
Okay.
So to add that to
I'm adding to the party loot. So...
And you do end up finding another of those red squares.
Oh, I love the red squares. I'm going to make it my life goal to not look at any of these fucking squares.
Yeah, where is the red square this time?
It is pretty much a. As you turn right, there's just a small little alcove blocked by fence, which you are able to walk in as one of those little fence doors. They had 2 of the healing potions next to the red square, just sitting there.
Okay. And does it do the same head thing again?
Oh, you stare at it? Oh, yeah, it does.
Okay, good to know.
What the heck is that?
What?
Death.
It's this thing that hurts my brain.
Don't look at it then.
Yeah, don't look at it.
How about none of you look at it, but I will, because it might be useful.
We'll do an Arcana check on it. What the fuck are these things?
So you're looking at it and touching it. Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, you look at it, you get that weird gropey sensation in your skull. And yeah, as you touch it, nothing happens.
Can I do like a Is there any skill that would pertain to figuring out what the fuck this thing is for my character?
Okay.
Yeah, you could try Arcana, sure.
Hey!
With a 31, you learn nothing. It
I'm
is an
very
abstract thing to you at all. You have no clue what the fuck it might do.
Nice point as
It's
well.
just, yeah, it was.
We in Gabe's game.
Yes.
Very sad.
What happened? Why are you in my game?
the game I joined for one session, then it ended.
It was a great game.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's the problem.
Hey guys, you want to do a level 21 shot to me?
Who?
All of you. Do you want to do a level 21 shot?
Probably not.
Nah,
It's not. They're not fun.
Yes, it is. It'll be funny.
Could you use England?
What?
What?
Don't worry about it. Anyways, continue.
But yeah, you do find that there is a massive crack in the road, like a small crevasse, kind of like a sinkhole, has opened up throughout the road, making it damn near impossible.
And it
Oh,
goes
looks like we
from
either
building.
backtrack or we follow the shadow.
Pretty much
figure.
building to building, making entering this area inaccessible.
When you say pretty much, do you mean actually or?
Actually,
Mm.
making this area inaccessible.
Like that way too.
Counter argument.
This way seems to be all right.
Question: how far from one side to the other?
We're about, I'm gonna say 25 feet.
Okay, well, the intrusive thoughts. I want to do it so bad.
Wait,
Whenever it
25
comes to
25
how
feet to
deep
the other
the
eight?
hole is,
Or to the other end?
yeah.
Oh, Missy
And
steps
also
get
how
over
deep
there.
the hole is. The hole is, well, you look down it, there isn't a bottom.
Yeah.
There's no bottom.
I can get over there right now if I wanted to.
Same.
I can also get over there.
I can also go over there. As I pull out the map and I show you, there's a road going around.
Yeah.
What if I don't
Underground.
feel like going
We have
around?
limited resources. We do not
Okay.
have a long rest capability.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
No.
Anyways,
We should only defeat the boss.
Astro's gonna continue going down this road.
Alright.
I'm
And
gonna
then up
follow
this,
Astro, I guess.
and then up
okay.
here.
I'm going to lead you now, and during this leading, as we get to the fight, we're going to help him.
Okay. We're searching again.
And then back down this way.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
God, one time was important. Also, at this point, we have 5 healing potions. We can give everyone each 1 healing potion.
Okay.
So everyone
Oh,
can have 1. So, just saying, if we get out with these, it's worth a lot of money. So, profit.
Okay.
how much you wanna fucking bet people will try to chip us on it wherever we go? Like, no, those are just regular healing potions.
But yeah, they are just regular healing potions, but they're worth a lot of money.
But they're Silent Hill healing.
Okay. That might make them more valuable. What are you talking about?
Exactly, but man, I feel like people will try to downplay it and saying they're just regular healing potions, when in reality they're magical Silent Hill healing potions.
But they are regular healing potions.
Don't tell people that. Well, look what you did.
Well, you know, it kind of deserves it.
Anyways, you should, you know. Oh, it's back.
Hello.
Hello.
There we go, internet's back. Internet decided